Alright, first day on the job. Monday. Monday's not actually that bad of a day. I think Tuesday's way worse. That's just me though. Anyway, it's not really relevant, but you know. Alright, so we've got some entries here. Not bread bugs, bed bugs. Bees, black mold, carpet ants, cockroaches, a gopher, maybe. Hello?
Welcome to Home Safety Hotline, new employee. My name is Carol, and I'll be acting as your supervisor during your time here at HSH. Before you begin your first day here, let me tell you a bit about how things work here. You are an HSH responder. As such, it is your job to learn about various household hazards so you can answer the questions of our callers intelligently. When a client calls, answer the call and listen carefully to their concerns. When you've diagnosed their issue, submit the corresponding household hazard, and we'll forward them safety instructions to address their problem. Welcome to the HSH family. I'm sure we'll talk again soon.
I'm sure we will be. So basically what we're doing is, I believe we've got entries, you know, the bed bugs for stuff, and people are going to call and then we're going to have to match their issue with the creature. So maybe we can get started on reading some of these. I don't know when the callers are going to come in. Description. Bed bugs are small insects known for feeding on... Okay. How can I help you?
John here. My wife insisted I call this number. It sounds like she thinks we might have some kind of infestation. My wife keeps telling me about specks of dirt or something in the kitchen. Just looks like coughing to me. I don't know. You tell me, I guess.
Don't worry, John.
Please hold.
The professional's on the job. My wife insisted I call this number. It sounds like she thinks we might have some kind of infestation. Okay, so infestation. My wife keeps telling me about specks of dirt or something in the kitchen. Infestation, dirt, kitchen, looks like coffee. Okay, so let's get reading. So bedbugs are small insects known for feeding on the blood of humans and other mammals, and their tendency to inhabit sleeping areas of the home. Doesn't sound like it. Homeowners infested with bedbugs often report itchiness and sometimes a delayed onset of rashes. Bedbugs are not known to transmit any dangerous diseases and are relatively harmless to humans. However, their presence can often attract other pests that use them as a food source. Bed bugs have developed a resistance to the majority of common pesticides and are therefore quite difficult to remove. It is advised to utilize HSH's pest removal services. Okay, so it's not bread bugs. I imagine it's not going to be bees. Bees are small. Bees... Surely not. Nah, I'm not even going to read that. It's definitely not. Maybe... I'm thinking maybe ants. Black mold? Let's see. Infestation. Specks of dirt or dust. Or it looks like coffee. Maybe black mold, because it doesn't say it's like alive or anything. Maybe black... Don't know. Black mold is a common household fungus known to grow in moist, warm locations. It appears frequently as small black spots. Specks of dirt or something in the kitchen. Homeowners with black mold infestations frequently report a musty smell, allergic reactions, or breathing problems. Black mold is not immediately dangerous to humans, but enough of it can cause damage to household integrity, making it a long-term danger. It is also known to cause allergic reactions or breathing problems. Black mold can be removed with regular cleaning supplies and maintenance, and can be prevented with good ventilation in high moisture areas of the home. For more serious black mold infestations, it is advised to utilize HS's fungus cleanup service. Maybe black mold. What about carpenter ants? Description. Carpenter ants are small insects known for nesting inside of wood. I only just saw that. Homeowners infested with these pests sometimes report a faint rustling sound coming from their walls as the ants build their nest. Carpenter ants aren't dangerous to humans, but they are known to bite when threatened. They are also known to spread diseases and can cause damage to homes they nest within. Okay, so it's probably not carpenter ants. Cockroaches? Probably not, right? Cockroaches are small insects known to be common household pets. Homeowners with a cockroach infestation commonly report seeing droppings that appear similar to coffee grounds. Okay, maybe it is cockroaches. Infestation. Cockroaches are, you know, they infest a lot. This looks like coffee to me. And it's in the kitchen, so they're eating, and then they're pooing on the ground, and then that's creating the thing. Cockroaches are no immediate danger to humans, but are known disease carriers. They frequently inhabit kitchens and other areas used to prepare food, increasing the risk of disease. Cockroaches are resilient, fast breeders. Okay, yep, this sounds like it. And are notoriously difficult to remove. The use of cockroach-specific pesticides that are deadly to human is not recommended. It is advised to utilize HSH's pest removal service. That is not easy to say for someone like me. It has to be cockroach. Any more? I mean, I doubt it's these. I'm gonna say it's cockroach. That just seems like obvious, right? Sounds to me like you have a case of the old cockroaches, John. Info successfully sent to the client. Good job. Do we know if it's true or not, or maybe he'll call back angry if we got it wrong. I don't know. Okay, got like little clicking noises. Hello.
Hi, I'm so sorry. My name is Grace, and it's probably nothing, but I thought I'd call just in case. Lately, I can't sleep at night because of this annoying little sound coming from my attic. It sounds kind of like eek, 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 you know? It's probably nothing. I'm sure it could just be regular old house noises, but I just thought I'd call to ask and make sure.
Don't worry, ma'am. I got it. I got it covered.
Please hold.
Lately, I can't sleep at night because of this annoying little sound coming from my attic. It sounds kind of like ee ee ee. It's probably nothing. Okay, so there was something about the ants, right? What noise did they make? I mean, is that really an ee ee ee? Small insects known for nesting inside of wood. Attics are usually made out of wood. Could be carpenter ants. None of these other things dig, so it's nothing we've looked at thus far. I imagine it's probably not a gopher, but you never know. Probably not. No. I imagine this does not live in attics. Gophers are small, brown, furry mammals with enlarged front teeth that are known for living in burrows. They can become a pest to homeowners when they choose to burrow on their property, commonly damaging gardens. Okay, so definitely not the attic, because obviously they got to burrow. They're not going to burrow in the attic, because where are they going to go underground? the floor below them. Gophers are capable of biting humans and spreading deadly diseases such as rabies, so caution around them is advised. Do not attempt to approach a gopher directly. Okay. And solution. To evict gophers from their burrows, a variety of natural deterrents can be placed around your property. Growing plants that repel gophers, such as sage or thyme, can also serve to persuade gophers to move away from property for more persistent. Okay. I'm thinking the ants at the moment. Or that house. Probably not a house fly. Like, come on, it's a fly. Might just be... Honestly, it might just be like... mice. You know? Mice live in attics. Houseflies are small flying creatures that are known to commonly reside inside homes and frequently surround those whose death is impending. What? Houseflies are small flying creatures that are known to commonly reside inside homes and frequently surround those whose death is impending. Homeowners affected with the houseflies commonly report buzzing sounds and thoughts of decay. Why's the music stopped? Okay, that was well done. Is that true? That can't be true. It's a housefly, right? Nah, that's not true. That's just a game thing, surely. Houseflies are no immediate danger to humans, but are known disease carriers. They frequently inhabit kitchens and other areas used to prepare food, increasing the risk of disease. Yep. It's probably not a spider. I don't really want to look at the spider because I don't like spiders, but I will look at it if I have to. It's probably a mouse, right? God damn it, mouse. Yeah, it's probably mice, right? Oh yeah, definitely. Mice are small, worthless rodents commonly found in the household. Homeowners with a mice infestation commonly report gnaw marks, small round droppings, and sounds of squeaking. Mice are capable of carrying any number of diseases, so they serve as an indirect danger to most humans and should be dealt with immediately. I think it's mice. It's got the eat noise. I'm pretty sure it's mice. I'm going with mice. Just seems obvious. Maybe I'll look at actually. Let me just real quick look at the other options because I've already forgotten them. I mean termites, maybe, but they wouldn't make that noise, right? Termites are small insects known for consuming decaying plant material, particularly wood. Homeowners with a termite infestation often report peeling paint, small holes in the drywall, or squeaky floorboards. Okay, but squeaky floorboards only when the person steps on it, not when they're like in the bed sleeping. Termites are harmless to humans by themselves, but the damage they can cause to a house's structural integrity can be deadly long term and should be removed as soon as possible. I imagine it's probably not ticks. Nah. Ticks are very small arachnids known to feed on human or animal blood and are most commonly found in tall grass. They latch onto their hosts, often unseen, and burrow their head into the flesh of their victim. Hosts will often report symptoms of illness such as fevers, headaches, and chills. Ticks are incredibly dangerous to humans thanks to their ability to directly spread various diseases to their hosts, such as Lyme disease, and the potential to provoke other, more dangerous household pests. Okay, so ticks. Wow, all my homies hate ticks, apparently. It's mice. There you go, Grace. Have a good day. Oh. Hello.
Hank here. Last week I called your guys about some crap in my yard. I was told wasn't anything to worry about. Well, guess what? There's more piles of crap in my yard. I'm talking huge piles of brown out there. You better not tell me it's nothing again, because I know I've seen something moving out there. Tell me what it is so I can take care of it once and for all.
Please
Okay,
hold.
Hank. Your previous caller might not have been the best, but I can assure you I got you covered. Okay, so it's not bed bugs, not bees. Nah, because it's crap. Some crap in my yard. We're talking like actual crap, or are we talking about crap as in like just a bunch of random stuff? Well, probably actual crap because it says brown. Okay, so it's something that lives out in the garden. So a gopher? Because it has to be big enough to you know. It can't be ants. It has to be big enough to make piles. So it would have to be a gopher, right? Gophers are small brown furry animals with large front teeth that are known for living in burrows. They can become a danger to hosts when they choose upon their property, commonly damaging gardens. Gophers are capable of biting humans, when diseases and rabies, caution advised. To evict gophers from their burrow, a variety of natural deterrents can be placed around your property, growing plants such as same time. Doesn't say anything about. Oh, maybe crap is in like the dirt because it's digging around. Maybe. Mole could also be a mole. I haven't looked at the mole yet. Okay. Moles are small, dark brown, furry mammals with pointed pink muzzles that are known for living in deep burrows. Their burrows tend to look like volcano-shaped mounds. Mounds. Have you seen anything about mounds? Huge pile. Nothing about a pile. Or mounds, rather. And they are known to eat insects. Moles are capable of biting humans and spreading deadly diseases such as rabies, so caution around them is advised. They are also close relations to the ones with sorrow, which can cause prey damage if provoked. Ooh, that's kind of weird. Moles are persistent and cannot usually be persuaded to leave on their own. However, moles can be trapped and removed manually using a variety of common humane mammal traps. Warning, never kill a mole. Okay, interesting. Moles have some otherworldly power here, apparently. Okay, so it's either gopher or mole, or maybe it's raccoon, but I doubt it, because they don't dig burrows, do they? Raccoons are small nocturnal mammals with grey and brown fur, known for their tendency to rummage through garbage cans or nest in attics. Homeowners infested with raccoons often report frequent garbage spills or clattering sounds at night. Raccoons are capable of biting humans and spreading deadly diseases such as rabies, so caution around them is advised. Additionally, their feces can contain deadly parasites which, if accidentally inhaled or ingested, can cause progressive neurological damage to humans or eventual death. What the hell? Hank here called you guys crap in my yard and told you anything to worry about. Well, guess what? There's more piles of crap on top of huge piles moving out there. Something moving out there. I don't know. I don't know, actually. It could be gophers, it could be the mole. You've seen something moving out there, I think is a key thing here. But I mean, technically any of these creatures that I think it could be could, you know, break out. Or move around. I mean, maybe moles. I feel like it's a mole, because it specifically says their burrows tend to look like volcano-shaped mounds. Their burrows would be brown. They're building more burrows. This guy hasn't done anything about them, so they're making more burrows. He doesn't say anything about them damaging the garden, which would make me think it's a gopher. And if it was a raccoon, he wouldn't be talking about big piles of, you know, dirt, presumably. I'm gonna go with mole. I think it's mole. Personally, I think it's mole. Maybe I'm wrong. But you gotta have confidence in this line of work, so I'm confident that it's mole. There you go, Hank. Have a good day. Alright, next caller.
Twig Segment here. Just calling to inform you that your refrigerator's been running loud over here for the past 45 to 90 minutes. Been running wild. Better head on over and catch it, big fella.
Excuse me. Just going to inform you that fridge has been running wild over the past. Okay, a prank call. I was gonna say. I don't know. Not really giving me much to work off of. Hello.
Hey, do you guys have a lawn mowing service or something? My good-for-nothing kid refuses to mow and it's getting real crazy out there. Looking like a rainforest over here. My kid is complaining about being too sick to do anything about it. Meh. Stress of this stupid lawn's giving me a headache just thinking about it. Can you send some guys up to get this done?
So, I don't think we do lawn mowing services, do we?
Please hold.
Oh, we actually do? Okay. My kid is complaining about being too sick to do anything about it, blah blah blah. The stress of the stupid lawn is giving me a headache just thinking about it. He's feeling sick. Is that what we're supposed to be? Where's ticks? Ticks? Something I can think of that would be related to what we're talking about. Ticks are incredibly dangerous to humans thanks to their ability to directly spread various diseases to their hosts, such as Lyme disease, and potential to provoke other more dangerous household pests. And it's probably ticks, right? Although you can remove ticks once they have invaded your home with common pesticides, it is too late to prevent any diseases they have transmitted. Instead, prevent ticks from entering your household in the first place by treating the surrounding area with pesticides and keeping a tidy, weed-free lawn. So it's ticks. I mean, your son has ticks. Or has a tick. Not necessarily anything to do with the lawnmowers, but we'll get someone over there to mow the lawn, good sir. You have a good day, Tim. Alright. I think I'm doing pretty well so far. I feel like most of the things I've... Oh, yeah, there we go. Your shift has ended. You have reached the end of your scheduled work session for today. Please clock out below. 100% accuracy. Hell yeah, look at that. See, I told you. The worst day of the week. Alright, so we got anything else to work with, or are we still rocking? Still rocking the normal things, okay. I thought we were going to get some new things considering they're more trustworthy, but, you know, whatever. It doesn't hurt my ego.
Hello, it's Carol again, your supervisor. I'm calling to let you know that you have been granted access to additional household hazard information.
That's what I'm talking about.
Please be aware that this information is confidential and not to be shared with anyone outside of HSH. If you diagnose one of these hazards, we will be providing only information to the clients that is pertinent to addressing their concerns. Nothing more. Thank you.
Yeah, you have like a guard in your attic. It's probably like, just get some like rats. I don't know. Ooh, a bat. Oh, scary. I'm see why this had to be put behind a confidential wall or whatever. Creepy. We're going to get a call before I continue reading. Look, the human's going to write itself. Bats are a general term for a variety of species of nocturnal flying... Hi, how can I help?
Sorry, I'm calling to see if you might know about anything I can do to... Sorry. Anything you can do to prevent pollen from coming in the house? I think there's something seriously wrong with my ventilation or something, because I cannot stop sneezing. In the past, I haven't had problems so long as I've stayed inside, but I think something is getting in.
Alright, Mike.
Please hold.
We got you covered. So we've got pollen, bad ventilation, and sneezing. I don't think bats are probably going to have anything to do with that. They also commonly have associations with the ones above the soil, increasing the potential danger significantly. What does that mean? What do you mean the ones above the soil? Everything's above the soil. Well, most things. Bats are dangerous, stubborn, and difficult to remove safely, and should not be removed without the help of a professional. Yep. Okay, what about the hell are bed teeth? That's, okay, now we're getting into some weird stuff. Bed teeth are a rare kind of household fungus known for growing in small cone-like shapes on the underside of bed sheets, blankets, or comforters. Homeowners infested with bed teeth often report mild discomfort when sleeping, such as tickling or itching, and more rarely slimy, acidic residue on their skin. Bed teeth are not directly harmful to most humans, given their brief sleeping schedules. However, they tend to gradually grow sharper over time if left untreated, which can lead to infections in the open wounds they cause. Okay, so it's definitely not that. Probably not carbon monoxide. Carbon monoxide is an invisible and odorless poisonous gas that is produced whenever a fossil fuel is burned. Carbon monoxide buildup can be caused by poorly installed / maintained stove and water heater applications, or a result of poor ventilation. Homeowners affected by CO poisoning will often report headaches, dizziness, or lethargy. Well, it's probably not CO because poor ventilation, but it doesn't cause sneezing. Anything you can do, and he's got pollen just straight up coming into his house, and you can't see carbon monoxide, so it's definitely not that. That's cellar growths. Oh yeah, this is normal stuff. Cellar growths are a large species of fungi that are known to grow in dark, damp environments such as cellars. Homeowners infested with cellar growths commonly report a slimy residue, the sound of dripping or stretching, or strange glows coming from their cellar. As cellar growths most commonly grow on ceilings, their weight can often cause duress to a home's foundation, and as such their removal should be prioritized. The slimy residue they drip onto the floor can also be toxic to small mammals or human children. It's like a little goblin creature. Yeah, I'm reading all of them. You know, you gotta get to research. Common hobs are the most common species of hob found in the household. They are small, humanoid creatures with grey, burlap-like skin and small, vertical tufts of hair on their head. They have no false face. What does that mean? They are known for their tendency to consume dust, dirt, and commonly sticky substances found on floors and dishes, cleaning them in the process. They generally come out at night. Hobs are not dangerous to humans on their own. If provoked, however, they are capable of mischievous acts and metamorphosis. Right, what about the desk hob? Desk hobs are a subspecies of hob that are known to inhabit desks, vanities, and other similar structures. They regularly like to tidy their homes and will frequently sort and order materials in the desk to their liking. They are physically similar to other hobs, but are generally much smaller and have raspy, loose hair. They do not bear a false face. What is this false face business? Desk hobs are not dangerous to humans if left unprovoked. Like any other hob, they are also capable of metamorphosing. The hell is that? It's like a heart thing. Like, oh, beetroot maybe. It's like a beetroot, probably. Obviously. False beets are creatures with a beet-like appearance that are known to trick gardeners into harvesting and eating them by disguising themselves among their vegetables. False beets are harmless unless eaten by a human, at which point they will take root in the human's stomach, feeding off its nutrients for its lifetime. Its lifetime, like the false beet's lifetime, or the human's lifetime? This can cause digestive issues and potentially back problems over the course of the human's life. Okay, so it is the human's life. That's insane. Fracture hob. Fracture hobs are a subspecies of hob that are known to cause cracks and fractures in the walls of the homes they inhabit. They are physically similar to other hobs in stature and size, with the exception of generally longer, wilder hair locks. They also bear a false face. You know what? We'll find out eventually. Fracture hobs are not dangerous on their own, but the fractures and cracks they cause can lead to foundational damage in the home. Like any other hob, they're capable of metamorphosis. Frozen pipes. Frozen pipes are a common household hazard during cold seasons, characterized by the water pipes freezing and expanding, causing stoppages, cracks and leaks. Homeowners with frozen pipes may report strange faucet smells. It's a tap, banging and whistling sounds coming from pipes or leakage. Danger. Frozen pipes can lead to bursting and water damage, which can be both costly and dangerous to a home. I imagine it's not... Oh, I thought I said house flies, like it was like a swarm of house flies. It's definitely not this, but you might as well get acquainted with it, even though, I mean, everyone knows what a fire is. House fires are rapid combustion reactions that can occur inside a home. They are often caused by accident when cooking, or on purpose by more malicious household pests. Homeowners affected by house fires commonly report the smell of burning. House fires can cause severe damage to a human's skin, such as burns, can even result in death. It can also produce carbon monoxide, which is deadly to humans. As such, its removal from a home should be made an imminent priority. Well, yeah, I think that is a fire. Of course, it should be. Pipe growth. This does not look normal. Oh, what the hell? Pipe growths are a type of fungus that are known for making homes inside damp, tube-like structures such as pipes. Pipe growths often grow slightly larger than the pipes they inhabit, and will therefore clog the pipe indefinitely until their removal. Pipe growths are known to make loud, bubbling digestion noises after they eat a full meal. This thing's alive? What? Pipe growths are known to attempt to eat anything that comes inside their domain. Most commonly, accidents occur when a human child attempts to reach their hand inside their home. Do not attempt to reach your hand inside an active pipe growth home. They are otherwise harmless to humans. How would you do that? You just rip off the pipe? Or is it anything like... I guess. Pipe hob. I mean, these guys are probably at war, right? With the pipe growths. Pipe hobs are a subspecies of hob that are known for making homes inside tube-like structures such as pipe. They bear no false face and are much smaller than most hobs. They will commonly emerge from their home at night and consume any dirt, grime, and hair in the surrounding area, cleaning it in the process. Pipe hobs are not a direct danger to humans, but their physical presence can sometimes cause leaks or clogs over time. Yep, sources. Okay, so that's... I mean, it's probably not the stair slug. Oh, it's a nice noise. Yeah, this is what I like to hear in the middle of the night. Lovely jubbly. Stair slugs are large, dog-sized slugs that are commonly known to occupy stairwells and basements. Homeowners infested with stair slugs commonly report a slimy residue on steps or other household inclines. Stair slugs can be beneficial to a household, as they frequently feed on other pests such as mice and hobs, but the slimy residue they leave behind can lead to dangerous accidents and slippage if not properly cleaned after. Okay, so it's none of the new things. I'm calling to see if you might know about anything anything you can do to prevent pollen from coming in the house. Pollen? Bees? I don't think I actually read the bees properly, because I mean they're bees. Bees are small, matriarchal flying insects known to build large hive structures in high places. often in trees, attics, or roofs. They obey their queen. Homeowners infested with bee stings report buzzing, stings, or frequent bee sightings. Bee stings, in addition to being painful, can lead to injury or even death in case where members of the home have an allergy reaction to bee stings. Bees can also attract the attention of larger, more dangerous pests. Pollen. Nothing to do with 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 pollen. No. 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 No? No. No, surely not. No. No. No, no. The only thing I can think of is carbon monoxide, but there's pollen. I haven't had any problems as long as I've stayed inside, but I think something's getting in. Oh, I don't know. Maybe it is carbon monoxide, but it doesn't cause sneezing. Maybe it is carbon monoxide, okay? Because I don't, because it doesn't say anything about sneezing though. Is the thing. But I just imagine he's closed the windows to, you know, stop the pollen from getting in. But maybe it's just, I don't know. I shouldn't assume. Should not assume. I mean, the only thing it can only realistically be anything else that just makes you sick. It can't. I mean, it can't be ticks again. I think I'm gonna go with carbon monoxide. It's the only thing I can think of that could be the thing he's suffering with. I can't see any of these being something. The only other thing I can see is maybe ticks. But probably not, right? Mike, I'm sorry, but I think you might have carbon monoxide poisoning. Might want to get that checked out. Well, I guess we'll see if that's wrong at the end of our shift. That was a hard one. Told you Tuesday's the worst day. Because Monday is like the first day of the week everyone's tired, and then what does it do? I want to talk. Hi, how can I help?
Do you know if there's such a thing as house thieves that clean? Like, maybe to disguise the robbery? At night, I keep hearing all this noise coming from my living room, but when I go look at it, I find the place spotless. But haven't yet found anything missing. I've talked with the cops, but they keep telling me to call this number. So here I am. Is there something you can do?
I find the place spotless. All my stuff's gone. No.
Please.
Sounds like you got Hobbs. Hunningen. Sounds like you got the common hob. But yeah, as I was saying, Monday is like, everyone's tired. Tuesday is where you got like, it's like, oh, you gotta actually do stuff. They are small humanoid creatures with grey bird-like skin. Yep. Cleaning them in the process. Do you know if there's such thing as house thieves that clean? Like just go every night. I keep hearing those things. They generally only come out at night. I keep hearing all this noise coming from my living room. They make noise. Play spotless, but yeah. Okay, so yeah, it's the common hob, 100%, easy one, easy. Sounds like you got the common hob, Hunningen. Here's the solution. What actually is the solution to these guys? Hobs cannot be compelled to leave on their own once nested in a home. Instead, one should take measures to prevent provoking metamorphosis by leaving out a bowl of cream or milk at night. Right, and what? Like, you just have hobs now forever? I mean, that's kind of cool. They get to clean their stuff, so I mean, can't complain.
Hello, employee. Supervisor Carol here. We've received complaints that some of the answers that you have been providing have been inaccurate. I urge you to think more carefully on the answers you provide before we are forced to terminate. You've been warned.
Don't get sassy with me, bro. He literally... It's the goddamn pollen. What could it have been then? What? I don't know what it could have been. Pollen. I have no idea. I have no idea. Alright. Next call. Hello. Oh.
Yo, Buzzgoober here. Been having a heck of a time over here. I got these snappers itching and whooping and crying all over the place. Just
Okay.
all over the place I got these whippersnappers. I can't get a wink of sleep. She's trying to lay down over here. What's she gonna do about all this? I've called about 5,500 times and y'all haven't done a thing about it.
Cool, bro. Make it 55,000 or whatever and 1 or however many you just said. I think Mike might be dead. But what was it? I don't... What could it have been? It can't have been ticks again. Was it termites, maybe? Hello.
I don't know what's going on inside my house. I hear something crawling in the walls. I think I found teeth marks on my bedposts. I can't sleep at night knowing there's something in my house. Help me, please.
Alright, Michelle. Don't worry, I got you covered.
Please hold.
Alright. Teeth marks on my own bed. Crawling in the walls. What was that again? I know I've read that. Fracture hob, I think? Fracture hobs are a subspecies of hobs that are known to cause cracks and fractures in the walls of the home they inhabit. They're physically similar to other hobs. No, there was something that specifically said that they cause scratch marks. Termites, maybe? So crawling in the walls. I think I found teeth marks on my bed. Termites are small insects known for consuming decaying plant material, particularly wood. However, a termite infestation will report peeling. Small holes in the drywall will be harmless. Maybe it's carpenter ants. Because I don't see it being anything else. I've literally looked through all of them. These guys hide in the walls. And she's saying she's hearing things in the walls, which could be this. Yeah, coming from their walls. They aren't crawling in the walls. You could mistake that, potentially, for crawling. Carpenter ants aren't dangerous to me, but they're known to bite when threatened. They also spread disease and cause damage to homes. I don't see it. I think it might be carpenter ants. I'm not seeing anything else it could be. I'm gonna go with carpenter ants on this. Because I feel like that's what it could be, right? Unless I've gotten it wrong again, which if I have, maybe I'm not cut out for the job, I'm just saying, you know. I swear that, but I mean, this does say that walls and teeth, which maybe that's what I'm remembering, or biting when friend. Maybe I'm stupid and missed something. 'Cause I've read all of them again. Well, we're gonna find out. Hello.
Yeah, hey, I'm calling about a noise I've been hearing in my house lately. Sounds like scratching or something. It's real quiet. So definitely some kind of pest in my walls. I've sent out all kinds of traps, but I thought one worked for a while. Then I started hearing it again this week. I thankfully haven't seen any visible damage or droppings or whatever.
Alright, Fred.
Please hold.
Noise I've been hearing in my house lately. It sounds like scratching or something. It's real quiet, but there's definitely some kind of pest in my walls. I thought one worked for a while, but then I started hearing it again this week. Sounds like scratching. It's real quiet. Maybe this is carpenter ants. Oh, I might have messed up. Pipe hob, maybe? No, these are pipes. I mean, pipes are in the walls, aren't they? Well, no scratch. Sounds scratching. This is not scratching. No. Oh, this might have been the flipping last person. Uh-oh. That's bad. Oh, no. Yeah, I think this might have been the carpenter ants. Whoops. Sorry, Cunningham. I think that was your name. Fred? We're gonna get an angry message. Uh-oh. It's not good. Hello?
Do you guys handle security? I need home security installed. Someone's breaking into my house and going through all my stuff at night. I know it's Bob from accounting. He's always been envious of me. I know what you're doing, Bob. Going through my papers, taunting me with your organization skills. I need your best home security equipment. Pronto!
Organizational skills, you say?
Please hold.
That's a hob of some variety. Do you guys handle security? I need home security installed. Someone's breaking into my house and going through my stuff at night. I know it's Bob from accounting. He's always been envious of me. I know what you're doing, Bob. Going through my papers, taunting me with organizational skills. Do these guys organize? It's the desk hobs that organize, right? Desk hobs are a subspecies of hob that are known to inhabit desks, vanities, and other similar structures. They regularly like to tidy their homes and will frequently sort and order materials in the desk to their liking. They are physically similar to other hobs, but are generally and have rust. Yeah, okay. I'm pretty sure it's a desk hob. These guys don't tidy. Well, they do tidy. They clean. They don't tidy. Dan? Sounds like a desk hob to me, mate. Have a good one. Ding. How are we doing? We're doing alright. Yeah. 60%? Oh, never mind. We are not doing well. Well, I think that means we got 2. Yeah, we got 2 wrong. Damn it.
This is a missing persons alert. Authorities are currently looking for missing child Robbie Parker, male, brown hair, approximately 4 feet tall, last seen wearing a yellow shirt, brown shorts, and white tennis shoes. Suspect is described to be approximately 6 feet tall, barefoot, wearing a large bush or shrub on their person. Last seen at approximately 10:25 a.m. Please report any unusual activity to your local authorities.
Network errors. Attention call team. Our network team is migrating our backend services over to a new hosting provider this week. So you may experience some occasional network errors over the next few days. Please be sure you are studying your information entries carefully while you still have access in case the network goes down while you're on the phone with a client. You will still be expected to provide an accurate answer to our calls regardless of the network status. Alright, fine, be that way. I mean, I was already doing pretty not great, I'll be honest, but now it's just going to get even harder. Great. Wednesday's usually a pretty good day. Alright, back on the job. We got to lock in, okay? Network error though, so I won't be able to see sometimes. That's insane. I guess we gotta study while we can. Say the line, Bart. There you go. Yep, there it is. Hello, how may I help you? Oh. I mean, no, hello, boss.
Supervisor Carroll here again. We've updated your permissions. You should now have access to more extensive information to work with for your future calls. Please be sure to read these new entries carefully so you can continue providing our clients with accurate diagnoses. Please remember that this information is strictly confidential and not to be shared with anyone unless pertinent to a caller's needs. Thank you.
No problem. She would definitely put a bullet in the back of my head if I got a 0%. Alright. We need to get reading very quickly. The Bogart. Or the Bogart. I don't know. Audio. Bogarts is the general term for a metamorphosized hob. They are large, hairy humanoids between 6 to 7 feet tall and bear fairly convincing false faces. They are known for causing household accidents such as flooding, fires, or electrical outages. They also frequently observe their targets while they sleep. Lovely.
There's something in the basement. I've seen it. It's huge, almost as big as my dog. It doesn't hiss or growl or anything, but I haven't gotten close enough to it to find out what it is, since it's always just lurking out of sight from the top of the stairs. I need someone to come get this thing out of my basement as soon as possible. I've locked the door since I can still hear the steps creaking under its weight down there.
The steps,
Please
David.
hold.
You know, I thought you had a stair slug, but maybe you have something else. Might be the Bogart, because it's literally by the stairs. They are also frequently observed their targets while they sleep. Bogarts are extremely dangerous to humans and pets due to their malicious nightly household activities, which can often cause injury or death. They also react very violently when seen by humans, but thankfully these instances are rare, as they excel at staying hidden. Do not, under any circumstance, refer to an active Bogart by any name. Once you become aware of its presence, simply vacate the premises. Provided you do not speak of the Bogart at any time, in any fashion, it will remain in its origin location. Well, I'm finished, I guess. False artifact. False artifacts are seemingly human-designed objects that can manifest suddenly inside a home. They are known for making gentle buzzing sounds that can usually only be heard by very young human children or small animals. Homeowners with false artifacts often report out-of-place objects or missing children or pets. Interesting. False artifacts, while not a direct threat to adult humans, pose a significant risk to small human children and animals. Should a child or pet be left alone with a false artifact, they are at risk of being encased within. Once encased, no noise made by the prey can be heard, while digestion can take upwards of several years to complete. Starvation can be a more pressing concern. Bloody hell. What is this? A false rose bush. Oh, it's got like little feet. Look at that. Bit stupid, innit? How would you not see that? I feel that's fairly obvious. False rose bushes are large plant-like creatures that most commonly take on the appearance of a red rose bush. In place of roots, these creatures have two small humanoid feet that they use to chase down prey. Imagine being chased by a big bush. Homeowners with false rose bushes sometimes report missing pets or children. False rose bushes pose incredible danger to homeowners with children or pets, as their diet consists of small mammals, and they are known to be fast and efficient hunters. Homeowners without children or pets face a reduced risk, as they cannot swallow whole anything larger than themselves. Right. A lamp sprite. Lamp sprites are a common subspecies of sprite that make their home inside lamp fixtures. They are known for causing their lamps they inhibit to flicker or burn hotter, sometimes causing a burning smell in the home. Lamp sprites are not dangerous to humans unless provoked. Do not, under any circumstance, turn off the lamp or attempt to reach your hand inside the lamp when actively inhabited. Due to clerical error, the order summoned by the above is incorrect. Done. Memory wisps are invisible and odorless household whiffs that are known for removing memories from the house and its homeowners. Homeowners infested with memory wisps will often report missing pictures, photo albums, and the ability to remember the faces of loved ones. Memory wisps are not a danger to the physical health of humans, however their ability to affect human memory can sometimes lead to household accidents or reckless activity. That's not great. Mirror nymph. Mirror nymphs are a subspecies of nymph that are known for stealing the likeness of homeowners and passerby. They are I always get genuinely and generally mixed up. They are generally small, faceless and voiceless humanoids carrying a large mirror that they beckon others to look into. Homeowners affected by mirror nymphs commonly report not being able to recognize their own face. Mirror nymphs, although a nuisance, are not a direct danger to humans. Tea sprites are a subspecies of sprite that are known to feed off of tea and tea leaf residue. Homeowners infested with tea sprites commonly report leaf-like droppings and sounds of fluttering near kitchens. Tea sprites are not directly dangerous to humans, but they are known to spread various deadly diseases, including the fatal Fey flu, and should be removed as soon as possible. Toilet hobs are a subspecies of hob that are known for homing inside toilets. They bear false faces and have 2 separate clumps of wispy hair on each side of their head. Like most hobs, they tend to clean their homes when they are active at night, keeping the toilets they inhabit nearly spotless. Toilet hobs are not dangerous on their own, but their physical presence within the toilet they inhabit may result in plumbing problems over time, such as leaks or clogged. Like any other hob, they are also capable of metamorphosing. Unicorn fungi are rare, horn-shaped fungus that are known to grow on the heads of furry mammals and household pets. They often affect the animal's disposition, causing them to be drawn to the soil. Homeowners often report their pets furiously digging around or inside their home. Unicorn fungi are not directly harmful to humans, but they can often lead to other household problems such as broken floorboards, uprooted planks, or waking up other things beneath the soil. Very cryptic with what's beneath the soil. Whistling fungi are small mushroom-like growths with many small holes in their caps that frequently glow through drywall gaps and cracks. Homeowners infested with whistling fungi often report a dissonant whistling sound coming from their walls. Warning, if you ever hear a whistling fungi singing in harmony, evacuate your house immediately. Whistling fungi are very dangerous to humans, but their growth can cause foundation problems. Wine sprites are a subspecies of sprite that are known for consuming wine. They are small, large-eyed, winged creatures with translucent skin that often appears red while they are feeding. They have a long proboscis they use to drink. Homeowners infested with wine spirits commonly report broken glasses and their wine having a rotting taste and smell. Wine sprites are not deadly dangerous to humans, but they are known to spread various diseases, including the fatal Fey flu, as soon as possible. Wood secretions are a pink, viscous liquid substance that can sometimes form from wood that has been mistreated. It is known to drip from wooden materials such as furniture or walls, causing a sticky, pooling buildup. Wood secretions can be deadly to humans, causing a rapid translation of flesh if ingested. Keep animals and human children away from secretions at all costs, as its foul odor will be interpreted as a sweet candy-like smell to them, making them partially acceptable to accidental ingestion. There's something in the basement. I've seen it. It's huge, almost as big as my dog. It doesn't hiss or growl or anything, but I haven't gotten close enough to it to find out what it is, since it's always lurking just out of sight from the top of the stairs. So he's seen it, right? So maybe it's not a Bogart, but... Play the audio. It doesn't hiss or growl. These things won't hiss and growl either. They are large, hairy humanoids between 6 and 7 feet. Is that dog sized? Not really. It's huge. Almost as big as my dog. Well, how big is your dog? I don't think... No dogs are 6 or 7 feet, right? I don't think. Unless you, like, splayed them out. Or, like, pulled them from arm to arm, like, leg to leg. But he's seen it is the thing. These things don't like being seen. They're good at hiding. He would have died if he had seen it. Look. Yeah, no, it's definitely not a Bogart. It has to be the slug, right? The stair slug. They don't make... Do they make creaking? Hang on. I mean, it might be a stair slug. But how... I feel like you would have seen it by now. Stair slugs are large, dog-sized slugs that are commonly known to occupy stairwells and basements. Homeowners infested with this area commonly report as slimy residents on steps or other household inclines. But he hasn't complained about, like, residue. Maybe it is a Bogart. Maybe he saw it. Bogarts are 6 to 7 feet, though. Dogs are not that big. I'm trying to think. When you say something's as big as your dog, you don't think like if you were to stretch it out all the way from paw to paw, you'd just be like, oh, it's this tall, you know? I think it's a stair slug. Doesn't hiss or growl. The thing does creak. Surely he would complain about the slime residue, though. See, it says here they are known for causing household accidents such as flooding, fires, electrical outages. Nothing about that here. I think it's a stair slug, but he's just too scared to actually go and like properly investigate the stairs. I mean, I'm assuming, which you shouldn't do in these scenarios. But if it was a Bogart, he would be dead, right? Because he would have seen it already. I think it's a stair slug. Fairly confident it's a stair slug. David, hopefully it's not a Bogart, because if it is, you might be dead. And I apologize, but I really was thinking that one out. How long was that? I spent like 20 minutes thinking of that. Hello?
It's still crawling in the walls! Those instructions you said didn't work at all! I'm going stir crazy here! I still haven't been able to sleep! I hope you all rot!
Okay, I mean, I feel like we could, you know, do another call and maybe diagnose the issue a little more, because I got it wrong, and I apologize. Were you the mice? You were something. I can't remember what you were. I remember being wrong, though. I apologize. But I feel like you maybe, you know, it's been one day, you know, you can't have gone that. You know, it's just, you know, whatever. Hello?
Hey, I've been hearing some really weird noises coming from the bathroom faucet recently. I'm not sure what it could mean. It just makes this nasty sound anytime I run it, along with this, nasty smell.
Sounds like
Please hold.
a sink hob or whatever they're called. Pipe hobs are a subspecies of hob that are known for making homes inside tube-like structures such as pipes. They bear no false face and much smaller than most hobs. Come on the home at night and consume any dirt, grime, and hair. Nah, it can't be pipe hob. Maybe it's a pipe growth. Pipe growths are a type of fungus that are known for making homes inside damp, tube-like structures such as pipes. Pipe growths often grow slightly larger than the pipes they inhabit and will therefore clog the pipe indefinitely until their removal. Pipe growths are known to make loud bubbling digestion noises after they eat a full meal. It doesn't say anything about smell though. I don't know if it could be a pipe growth because it blocks it, whereas this just clogs it. Right? And those are different. Oh no, this clogs it as well. Clog. Frozen pipes. Oh, here we go. Strange faucet smells. Banging and whistling sounds. Yeah, sounds like you've got frozen pipes there, Peter. Lies, this is the worst in the time I had frozen pipes. Yes. Confident it's frozen pipes. Only one that mentions the smell when relating to pipe-related incidents, entities, things. Hello?
My wife. I can't. Her face. It's gone. It's gone. My wife. I can't see her face. I can't see her face. She's dead and I can't see her face. They're all gone. It's all gone.
Quaid? That's how you say your name? Don't worry, man. We got you covered. Sounds like you might have a memory wisp issue. Potentially. Members of Festrid often report missing pictures for families and the ability to remember the faces of loved ones. I think maybe he's a mirror nymph, but no, they become people, don't they? Memory wisps will move out of the house on their own once they have stolen away the inhabitants' memories. There is no need for further action. Oh great, so what? He's just screwed. That sucks. Sure it's not like a house spider. That's terrible. Will he get his memories back when They leave, or are they taken them and left? Quaid, I'm not sure if you're going to like this answer, but I think you might have a memory wisp issue. Which... not what I would want to have, because that sounds awful. Sounds like there's no way to get your memories back, which sucks. You just would never be able to remember your wife ever again. That's it's not good. Hello.
Hey, name's Fred Pinball. I'm calling to lodge a complaint against your place of business up there. I have never seen such a big old mess left behind by your pest control team. Just tons of twigs, sticks, and pebbles. Sod, and I ain't putting up with it no more. I got sawdust coming out my drawers here. I had to grab you by the goober and smack you around till next Sunday. Now, what's you gonna do? What's you gonna do to make this right?
I'm gonna do nothing. Goodbye. Have fun. I feel like the servers are gonna go down soon, which I'm not looking forward to. Hello.
Hi? I, have no idea what's happening. My sheets are growing nasty sharp things on them, and my legs itch like crazy. Do I need to be showering more often or something? I usually shower like once a week for my skin health, so maybe that's it?
I think you got bed teeth, my friend. Harvey. I think you got the classic, the universal problem of bed teeth. Yeah, okay. I knew it. Bro, we should just, like, hear me out, okay? We download these as a text file, and then we don't have to worry about the network going down during the few days this is happening. I know. It's a crazy idea, but pretty sure this is definitely bed teeth. Good luck, Harvey. Oh. Hello. How may I help?
Hello? I was told to call this number to ask about my problem. The wall in my bedroom doesn't look right near the bottom. The bottom of the wall has some cracks, or maybe it's peeling. I'm not sure. I have a cat named Whiskers, and sometimes he likes to sharpen his claws at the couch, but he would never do that to the wall. He knows just how naughty that would be.
It better not be down again. That'd be awful. Okay. Fracture hobs or termites? Try to call this number to ask about the problem. The wall in my bedroom doesn't look right near the bottom. The bottom of the wall has some cracks. Or maybe it's peeling. Not sure. Fracture hobs are such species of hobs that are known to cause cracks and fractures in the walls of homes they inhabit. They are physically similar to other hobs, with the exception of dangerous on their own. Peeling. That was the termites with the peeling, right? Some of the termite person report peeling paint. I don't know. I was told to call this number and ask about my problem. The wall in my bedroom doesn't look right near the bottom. The bottom of the wall has some cracks. Or maybe it's peeling? I'm not sure. I have a cat named Whiskers, and sometimes I like to shove his claws on the couch. Okay, but the cat is way bigger than a termite. Right? Obviously. So, if it was termites, you would not assume it's the cat, because there would have to be a lot of termite activity. I think it's a fracture hob, just based on that logic. I'm gonna go with fracture hob on this one. I think that just makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. If that's right.
Do you think this is some kind of joke? Last week, I called you guys about some weird noises I had coming from my living room, and the info package you sent me said something about leaving out a bowl of cream? What kind of joke is that? It's been a week now that I've been dealing with this racket, no thanks to you, and now we're starting to have power outages. Your employee's stupid joke is now probably going to cost me who knows how much in repair costs. So So talk to your manager and tell them they owe me big time. You figure out what's going on in my house, and you figure it out now!
Gary, calm down, okay? Put on.
Please.
Oh, we actually got. Okay, oh, you know what? Okay, we'll help him out. Getting a bowl of cream. So that's one of the hobs. Is that the common hob? Yeah. Would it count as a mischievous act? Now we're starting to have power outages. It hasn't turned into a Bogart, has it? And let's see, what causes them to metamorphose? Provoked. He seems like the kind of guy who'd provoke one. I mean, power outages don't really seem like a mischievous act. And he only recently started having power outages. Imagine we just send him this and he's like, oh no, they don't actually get sent the, you know, oh, you got this thing, it's gonna kill you in 2 minutes if you don't get out. You know, they're just told to, what are they told to do for the Bogart? Under any circumstances refer to an antibody, and when you become aware of its presence, we vacate the premises. Yeah, just leave your house, bro. I know. First we tell you to give you cream, and then we tell you to just leave. But, like, you gotta listen to us, otherwise you might be in a little bit of danger. Pretty sure that's a Bogart. Because it's only recently started having problems with being metamorphosized into the thing. So that makes sense to me. 83%. Oh, I got one wrong. Oh no. It's probably the last one, right?
Mice, one of humanity's oldest friends and oldest enemies. From the Black Plague to the shelves of our pet stores, mice have lived alongside humans for centuries. And just like humans, mice may even be evolving alongside us as well. This is a mus musculus, otherwise known as the common house mouse. And this is Mus musculus loquentis, otherwise known as the smart mouse, a newly discovered species known for its uniquely colored iris, and more importantly, its increased intelligence. Mice have brains smaller than peanuts, and yet, modern science has observed they are capable of thinking quite intelligently, and in the case of the smart mouse, perhaps even capable of communication. With the help of modern computer technology, today's scientists have been able to interpret the previously indecipherable squeaks of a smart mouse, and have discovered what seems to be hidden messages within. Let's take a listen. What do you think? Is this a wonder of evolution? Or are we just hearing things that aren't there? Do mice and men have more in common than previously thought? Well, I suppose that's what makes this a science mystery.
Okay, that was, yeah, ooh, scary mouse. Okay, bro. Conspiracy theories, am I right? Thursday's an alright day of the week. It's basically early Friday if you think about it. Hello.
Hello. Supervisor Carol here again. I've been watching thee closely, employee. I'm impressed so far by your dedication to accuracy. I have once again updated your permissions so you should have access to more extensive household hazard information. Keep up the great work, employee. Our eyes rest upon thee.
Why are you suddenly talking like a Victorian? Why suddenly talk like that? Does she always talk like that? I don't think so, right? Attic gnome. Attic gnomes are a subspecies of gnome known to nest in attics and ceilings. Homeowners infested with attic gnomes will often report a knocking or rapping sound coming from their ceilings, or a surplus of dust coming out of their ventilation systems. I actually got through the first bit about the call. Hello?
I think there might be something wrong with her faucet. Recently I've been having the worst kind of stomach bug, just aches and pains constantly. But after a month, it still hasn't gone away, and I'm thinking there's got to be something wrong with the water, because we only eat fresh, homegrown fruits and vegetables here, and we ain't ever had any problems up till now. I keep hearing things about rusted pipes and water poisoning and all kinds of terrible things that can happen to the water, so can you just send someone out to get this fixed for us?
Please hold.
Will do. Now my immediate thought is pipe cob and pipe growth. Our faucet recently I've been having the worst kind of stomach bugs. Just aches and pains constantly, but after a month it hasn't gone away, and I'm thinking there's got to be something wrong with the water, because we only eat fresh homegrown fruits and vegetables here, and we've never had any problems until now. You hear things about rusty pipes and water poisoning, all kinds of other things that can happen into the water. Okay, so he's not reported seeing anything. Let's just quickly... Not seeing or hearing any strange noises. No, it doesn't sound like it's one of these two, which makes me think it might be a new one. So let's just go through the new ones, I guess. Attic gnomes' feeding habits can often be a boon to homeowners as they consume dust, cobwebs, and household pests such as spiders in large quantities. However, when frightened, they will violently expel their meals, which can send large quantities of dust particles into the air, causing air quality issues in the household. They are very easily frightened. Okay, so that's about air. These guys are air damage. Cellar grottos are large, cave-like networks known to sometimes appear spontaneously in cellars and basements. Interesting. Homeowners with cellar grottos will often report a bad smell coming from the basement, higher humidity in the home, and a notable increase in large beetles, frogs, and related pests. Cellar grottos can introduce a number of dangerous pests into the home, and the heightened humidity they introduce can cause warped floorboards, weakened foundation, and other hazards. Okay, so not related, but these guys cause smell and bug infestations and high humidity. Feasts are mid to large sized piles of various edible food substance, frequently including flour, cornmeal, and various species of fungi. They are known to appear near eating areas of the home. Feasts are not dangerous if consumed, but if left untouched, they can provoke more dangerous activity, or else its continued presence can attract other household pests such as cockroaches or carpenter ants. Okay, so bug infestation, weird food that came out of nowhere. Fey flu is a rare and dangerous disease commonly spread by household Fey. Symptoms of Fey flu include headaches, fever, eye discoloration, seeds taking root in skin pores, and blooming. Fey flu is rarely fatal, but it can have long-lasting effects on the lifetime health of an infected human. Long-term symptoms commonly include dizziness, fatigue, mono-colored vision, deliriousness, and endless dreams. Endless dreams. Huh. There is no cure for Fey flu, however one can take precautions against it by keeping a clean, Fey-free home. Okay, so flowers, endless sleep. Floor fruits are tree-like brown roots that are known to grow upwards from the floor to wrap themselves around various objects or humans in their vicinity. Floor roots grow slow enough that they serve very little danger to awake and aware human adults. However, if not spotted quickly, they are a known strangling hazard for human children and pets while they sleep. Removal should be a priority in family households. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so roots growing out of the floor, strangulation. The Horde is an invisible, odorless collective consciousness that is known to collect and store large quantities of common household refuse. The Horde's tendency to store vast quantities of trash in the home make them prone to spreading disease to the home's inhabitants. Rotten food, used syringed, and rusty metal are among the more common household hazards that can be introduced by the Horde's presence. Okay, invisible trash, and that's it really. Laundry gnomes are a subspecies of gnome with thick, fiber-like fur They can fold their bodies into various shapes and often resemble dirty towels. Homeowners with laundry gnomes often report loud rattling or banging sounds coming from their washing machine and missing socks. Laundry gnomes pose no direct threat to humans, though their lifestyle often leads to broken washing machines or dryers, which can occasionally cause small floods. Water damage can lead to further problems in a home, and as such, laundry gnomes should not be left to their own devices. Okay, so noises coming from washing machine and broken water damage, basically. Night gnomes are small, hairy creatures with a pointed head. They are known for their tendency to enter the sleeping quarters of humans to watch them while they sleep. Lovely. Homeowners affected by night gnomes frequently report sighting them in the middle of the night, or report heavy breathing sounds during late hours. Night gnomes are not known to be deadly to humans, but those who suffer from heart conditions should consider wearing sleeping masks to prevent being startled by their presence. Okay, so heavy breathing, seeing things in the middle of the night. Night wisps are a subspecies of wisp in the form of bright, floating lights. They are known to hover outside windows at night while whispering promises of wealth and good fortune. Night wisps are not dangerous to humans unless listened to. Refrain from listening to their whispers and following their directions. Okay, so free money glitch is the night wisp. Portals are door-shaped openings to an outdoor location other than the homeowners, discovered most commonly in basements or underground cellars. Homeowners with portals frequently report cold drafts, strange dreams, and a strong desire to enter. Portals can introduce a wide variety of dangerous elements to a home and should be dealt with as soon as they are discovered. They can additionally cause drafts and introduce heating problems to a home. Okay, strange dreams, cold drafts, strong desire to enter, heating problems. Seedlings are small insectoid creatures at the size of an aphid. They are known for burrowing in outdoor planters or gardens, feeding off the roots of nearby weeds. Though their weed-killing lifestyles can make them useful for gardeners, seedlings are extremely territorial and react violently to anything competing for their food source. Never remove a weed from a seedling-infested garden. They are known to compel competitors to commit violent acts on themselves or others. Okay. So, manipulation, making people want to kill people. And clean gardens, I suppose. Travel gnomes are a highly invasive subspecies of gnome that are known to stow away inside the luggage of unsuspecting travelers to introduce themselves to new households. They are found most commonly in highly forested areas of the globe. Travel gnomes can affect the household in various ways. They will often create expansive gardens inside their new homes, leaving soil, plants, and common outdoor pests in their wake. These gardens, in addition to introducing a variety of dangerous pests, can also create foundational problems in a home if they continue to grow unabated. None of these are actually... I think there's something wrong with our fossils. We're having the worst kind of stomach bug, just aches and pains constantly, but after a month it still hasn't gotten away. There's something wrong with the water, because we only eat fresh, homegrown fruits and vegetables here. We've never had any problems up until now. Ooh! Ooh, he's talking about fruit and vegetables. What's, this thing? Maybe it's this thing. False beets are creatures with a beet-like appearance that are known to trick gardeners into harvesting and eating them by digesting themselves among their vegetables. And he says, yep, fruits and veg. False beets are harmless unless eaten by a human, at which point they will take root in the human stomach, feeding off its nutrients for its lifetime. This can cause digestive issues and potential back problems over the course of the human's life. We only eat fresh, and we've never had any problems until now. I keep hearing things about no. Just aches and pains. Sounds like you got a false beet. Which, how do you get rid of those? False beets only find themselves in gardens that grow beets. If you do not wish to contend with false beets, it is advised to avoid growing beets. A swallowed false beet cannot be removed without killing its host. Oh. Yeah, it's not looking good for you if this is what you're suffering from, which I think you are, because I can't think of too many things that affect the water supply. So I'm going to go with my gut and say you have a case of gut, get it, because poor taste. Okay. Good luck having that for the rest of your life. That does not sound fun. Hello?
Hello? I followed every instruction your people sent me, but I'm still getting cracks on my wall. My daughter is called pest control. She told me not to call you anymore for help. I'm sorry. Goodbye.
Damn. You were the person who I thought was one thing, I was like, wait, no, it's the other thing. No, I'm sorry, Wanda, but you know, at least you were respectful about it and you weren't shouting at me like that other guy. Hello?
The police told me to call this number, so I hope I got the right number here. Anyway, I think somebody is stalking me. I can see their shadow at night at my window, just staring into the house. When I close the window, I can still hear him out there, breathing. I've been sleeping on the couch every night this past week, just so he won't see me. The police said they can't do anything, so please, send somebody or do something about this. I can hardly sleep anymore.
Please hold.
Alright, Felisa, sounds like you've got a common... no, not Hob. Where's the gnome? The night gnome, here we go. So, complaining about... See, there are shadows at night and my window just staring into the house. Like that. Heavy breathing. Night gnomes are small, hairy creatures with a pointed head. They are known for their tendency to enter their hut sleeping quarters of humans to watch them while they sleep. Homeowners affected by night calls humans report signs of them in the middle of the night and report him breathing. Yep. Sounds like a night gnome to me, man. Or Felicia. Night gnomes will move on to other homes if they become bored or restless by your inhabitants' sleeping activities. There is no guarantee, however, that they will become bored by you if they find your sleep sufficiently entertaining. How do you find sleeping, watching people sleep, entertaining? I don't know. You go, Felicia. This should, you know, it will fix itself. Just, you know, keep just stay awake for a few nights. They'll probably be like, damn, the sleeping schedule's changed. I gotta get out of here. Hello?
Hello, yes, I believe there may be some kind of problem with our home ventilation. Lately, we've been hearing awful banging noises coming from the ceiling, and the air quality seems to have been drastically reduced. My daughter hasn't been able to stop coughing.
Okay. Ventilation, awful banging from the ceiling, and poor air quality. Oh, here we go. Attic gnomes are a subspecies of gnome known to nest in attics and ceilings. Homeowners infested with attic gnomes will often report a knocking or rapping sound coming from their ceilings or a surplus of dust coming out of their ventilation systems. They will be having awful banging noise and their quality seems to have been drastically reduced. Attic gnomes' feeding habits can often be a boon to humans if they consume dust, cobwebs, and household pests such as spiders in large quantities. Air quality issues in the household. They are very easily frightened. I think you got attic gnomes, ma'am. To remove an attic gnome from the household, it is recommended to dust and clean your attics and ceilings regularly, thus to avoid giving it a source of food. This will also prevent other attic gnomes from nesting in your home. Belinda, sounds like you've got an attic gnome problem. Alright, I think I'm pretty confident in all the answers we've given so far, so I say it's going well. Hello?
Please help me. The police refuse to do anything. They told me to call you. Please say you can help. My little boy, Jeremy, has gone missing. He's 8 years old and such a sweetheart. The last time I saw him was when I was tucking him into bed last night and checking his messy closet for bees to calm him down. Oh, it's silly, I know, but my poor Jeremy is always so concerned about bees and wasps and stuff. I miss him. I miss him so much. Oh, please say you can help me find him. He's all that I have.
Guys, we gotta lock in for this one.
Please hold.
Lock in. We're not getting this wrong. I can guarantee you that, mate. Okay, I think it might be a false artifact. Okay, so let's go over this. Please say how my old Jimmy has gone missing. He's 8 years old and such a sweetheart. Signs from was when I was tucking him to bed last night and checking his messy closet for bees to calm him down. Okay. Now you may be thinking bees in a closet, so maybe you're thinking it's, you know, one of the gnomes, a travel gnome, but no. Okay, look. They are known for making gentle buzzing sounds that can usually only be heard by very young human children or small pets. Okay? See? Bees buzz. He's a child. She's obviously an adult. She won't be able to hear it, and she thinks it's silly that there's bees in the closet. And now that he's gone missing, what do these things do? False artifacts, while not a direct threat to adult humans, can pose a significant risk to small human children and animals. Should a child or pet be left alone with a false artifact, they are at risk of being encased within. Once encased, no noise made by the prey can be heard, while digestion can take upwards of several years to complete. Starvation can be a more pressing concern. So I think it's a false artifact, May. Once a false artifact has been identified, removal is as simple as physically moving the object out of one's home. HSH Pest Removal Services should be called to come and remove the object. Should a pet or loved one already be cased inside, one can utilize a memory wisp. Oh, to speed up the grieving process. That's no, but bro, he's dead. Your little January's gone. There's nothing we can do about it. Can we not just? Yeah, that sucks. Well, you'll forget him soon. If that's any solace, I guess. It's not really, but it's the best we can do, really. Hello.
Hi. I'm concerned somewhat about the stability of my new home. I recently finalized the purchase and naturally afterwards found that there are several large cracks in the walls of the basement that were not previously disclosed, as well as several pieces of half-eaten cheese littered across the basement floor. I haven't been able to get in contact with the previous owners about this, and I'm wondering if you can offer any kind of legal advice.
Found that there are several large cracks in the walls of the basement that were not previously disclosed. Okay, maybe a fraction gnome? That's my first thought. Or a hob, sorry. Oh, here we go. Yep. Easy. Fracture hob, bro. You got a fracture hob, Leo. You just give it some cheese and, you know. Bada bing, bada boom. Have a good one. Hello. Yep, get over with.
60 gallons of orange drink here.
Uh-huh.
I got a big old party I'm setting up here at the
Yep.
studio, and we're gonna need that orange drink to too many mouths to feed, you know what I mean? Gonna need that orange drink to feed my brew. Second thought, y'all still got that cheesy greaser. Too many mouths. Maybe pepper squeeze. Don't tell me you don't got the pepper squeeze.
Right. Is that actually some, like, creature making people do that, or what? Because that's what I'm starting to think. Oh, this sounds normal. Hello?
Hey, so my doctor told me I should call this number. I have no idea why. He won't tell me anything. He said you could help, so here goes nothing, I guess. So I've recently been having just the worst headaches, and just barely I woke up and felt my eyes were starting to look kind of pink. I'm really freaked out right now, and I'm not sure what I have. I can't find anything online. Can you help me?
Yes, I will.
Please hold.
Uh-oh, the thing's down. I knew it. I mean, Fey flu, right? I can't look at it, but I think you're suffering from Fey flu, Phil. You got a family, Phil? Because if you do, you might want to get this sorted out. Although you can't, actually. Can you? Hang on. Pretty sure you got Fey flu. Have a good one, Phil. Hello?
You gotta tell me what's going on inside my home, okay? I'm freaking out over here! There's holes holes all over my freaking house, man! Freaking holes! I'm stepping around big wooden splinters. There's no telling how much damage there is. I've got this big gaping one in my kitchen that I have no idea how freaking deep it goes. To top it all off, my skittish little greyhound goblin is nowhere to be found. She probably took off after seeing this mess. I need help. Bad.
Please hold.
Sounds like you might have a hob problem. Oh no. But tell me what's going on. It's at my home, okay? There's holes all over my freaking house, man. Freaking holes. Floor roots? Tree like brown roots that are known to grow upwards from the floor to wrap themselves around various objects or humans in their vicinity. Floor roots grow slow enough that they serve very little danger to awaken away human adults. However, if not spotted quickly, they are known to find the hands of human children and pets while they sleep. It does say they cause issues, but he would probably talk about roots if it was floor roots. So I don't think it's those. And it's not these guys. These guys don't dig holes. I'm not sure what it could be. Holes in the floor. The only thing that causes holes in the floor would be like moles and. You've got to tell me what's going on inside my home, okay? I'm freaking out over here. There's holes all over my freaking house, man. Freaking holes. I'm stepping around big wooden splinters. Okay, so this implies that it's a wood floor. In floor roots here, it says that the dolls and roots should be gone, which means if it took the dog, then they'd be gone. But how has he not seen the roots? Is my thing. It can't be a mole. And nothing else here makes holes. And would take a dog. So I think you've got floor roots, mate. Which is bad, because your dog is probably dead if that's the case, unless it did just take off. Which hopefully it did. Although it is skittish. So maybe it did. I think I'm gonna go with floor roots, because I can't think of anything else that, you know, burrows through the floor. Hope that's right. Skittish greyhound, maybe that was a key component, because that would mean, you know, these only get aware. I don't know. Hello?
Alright, I'm gonna need someone to explain what in the name of Christmas is happening to my living room. I'm back from vacation and the house is already turning into a disaster not 24 hours later. And my living room is absolutely covered in soil and plants. Looks like a gosh darn nursery in there. What is happening? Is this what happens when you buy a bad rug or something?
Sounds like you got a travel gnome, ma'am. Let me just double check. Sounds like you got a travel gnome. So just spraying pesticides and weed killer in the home can deter a travel gnome's gardening prospects, at which point it will wait for any opportunity to travel to a bad location. To encourage a travel gnome to relocate, one can invite others to stay at their household and create new opportunities for the travel home. Just give it to your friends. You can have it. It's not really the morally right option, but it's an option. I'll give you that. Hello? Uh-oh.
Well, I got good news and bad news. Bad news is the info you sent wasn't any help at all, so, thanks for that. Good news is I found Goblin. She freaking came crawling out of that hole with a big bump on her head or something, so I'm taking her to the vet now. But, yeah. Thanks for trying, I guess.
Well, at least you found Goblin. Big bump on your head. What? Oh! I'm stupid. She was doing the digging. Oh, yep. Right. Unicorn fungi will go away after a few months on its own without treatment, but can also be treated with that and removed surgically. Okay, so she'll be fine. Goblin will be fine. Good to know. Hello?
There's something in my basement. I don't know what it is. All I know is when I open my basement door, it smells like a damn sewer, and I can hear it making all kinds of horrible noises. It sounds like there might be a lot of water down there, too. I don't know what it might be doing down there, but I have a feeling it's causing a whole lot of damage. Please, send somebody to help with this. I can't deal with something like this.
Sounds like you've got a cellar grotto. Obviously. Cellar grottos are large cave-like networks known to sometimes appear spontaneously in cellars and basements. Yep. Perhaps make the basement higher and unknowable. Yep. Cellar grottos can be removed by finding their creator, presenting them with a gift of gold. Their creator often resides somewhere within the grotto's subterranean lake. For safety, bring spelunking and snorkeling equipment on your excursion. Oh yeah, just go down there. You know, it's like Pikmin 2. Bam, 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 bam. You just die to like, I don't know, some god creatures. But yeah, you've got a cellar grotto, mate. So better get spelunking. Alright, busy day. Ah, there we go. We only got one wrong. I think that's pretty good. Friday. Now, Friday is a good day. Everyone loves Friday. Hello.
Hello. Supervisor Carroll here. Thine accuracy continues to impress those of us above and below the soil. I have updated your permissions once more. Keep up the great work, employee. Our eyes rest soundly upon thee.
Have you been, like, infected with something? Like, what is going on with your speech? You did not talk like this before. Animation. Animations are any miniature humanoid figures such as dolls, puppets, or marionettes that are capable of moving on their own. Homeowners of marionettes or animations most commonly report hearing clattering noises at night and missing or stolen household objects. Animations are usually not that... Okay. Hello?
There were Satan worshippers in my shed. I think it might be my no-good teenager having joined up with one of those dungeon dragon cults they say these days, because he's been gone for days now, and the next thing you know, I find a dang tree growing in my shed. The tree is all covered in torn-up fabric and some kind of black liquid. Classic satanistic ritual crap, I assume. Tell me what I can do to get these godless teens off my property.
Please hold.
Don't you worry, Patrice. I got it. Alright, doesn't sound like anything we've heard of previously. So let's just skip... False flower, maybe? Maybe not. False flowers are long, slender creatures that vaguely resemble common houseplants. They are known to take root in indoor potted plants, disguising themselves among the flowers. Homeowners often report hearing faint singing. False flowers are harmless if left to their own devices. However, if homeowners attempt to disrupt or remove them, they will lash out by spraying a toxic chemical known to cause blindness or loss of sight. Kobolds are 5-foot-tall humanoid creatures with dog-like faces that are known to burrow into dark rooms or storage closets and make them their home. Homeowners infested with kobolds will sometimes report broken floorboards. Kobolds are harmless to humans until they are discovered, at which point they will often lash out violently to protect their home, causing injury or even death. If discovered, kobolds will attempt to lure humans into their space by poking their dog-like heads out from behind corners and whimpering. That's creepy. Do not ever enter a kobold's domain. Noted. What the hell? Rain nymphs are a subspecies of nymph that are most active during rainstorms. They are faint humanoids with a glow in their eyes that often appear near windows and doors, asking people to let inside. Homeowners infected with rain nymphs often report flooding. The hell is that? A soap sprite. Soap sprites are a subspecies of sprite that are known for consuming bacteria and harmful microbes. They frequently occupy bathrooms, appearing similar to pink bars of soap, in order to feed off the hands that use them. They secrete a suds-like substance that is used to digest their meals. Soap sprites, despite their bacterial-eating lifestyle, are frequently known to spread deadly diseases such as the Fey flu to humans who handle them. Oh, fun. Sprig tree? I mean, yeah, look at that. Sprig trees are a rapidly growing tree-like organism that takes root in a human body. They are known to cause structural damage to a home as they continue to grow, generally reaching their full size in a matter of days. They are known to be caused by the touch of a spriggan. Sprig trees are incredibly deadly to those infected and result in death once they have reached a certain size. Anyone near a sprig tree while it is growing in an indoor location is also at risk of injury or death from the structural damage that will occur as it grows. There is no cure for a sprig tree. The infected individual should be quarantined, while any others occupying the household should vacate the premises immediately. Do not touch the infected person or the black substance that leaks from them under any circumstance, beginning for a new home. Arrange any funeral service as needed for the infected individual. It's like a little mouse. Trash gnomes are a subspecies of gnome with thick brownish grey fur, frog-like eyes, and large gaping mouths. They are known to seek out trash receptacles and burrow inside them for both food and shelter. Homeowners with trash gnomes often report the smell of rotten eggs, finding large clumps of fur throughout the house, tipped garbage cans, and loud crunching sounds at night. Trash gnomes are highly territorial once homed. While their bite is not fatal, it can lead to inconvenience and painful circumstances, such as the loss of a finger or nose while attempting to discard trash with a trash bag with the receptacle. They are also capable of spreading deadly diseases to humans, such as rabies. Everything spreads flipping rabies in this world. Oh, I didn't look at sprig vines. My bad. Sprig vines are rapidly growing vines that are known to quickly consume a house and block off exits. They are often a sign that a spriggan has been provoked. Sprig vines are not dangerous on their own and can be cut through with common gardening tools. However, their tendency to block exits can create struggles when needing to exit a house in a hurry, such in the case of floods, fires, or a spriggan in pursuit. Right, all this about a spriggan, but I'm not actually allowed to look at the spriggan itself. I do want to quickly look at the things I skipped over, like this. Closet labyrinths are large, twisting networks of tunnels that are known to occasionally appear inside the closets or wardrobes of wealthy homeowners or left behind in homes once owned by the wealthy. Homeowners with closet labyrinths will often report missing clothes or the sound of distant cries coming from their closet. Closet labyrinths are incredibly easy to get lost in by design, and can prove especially hazardous to homeowners carrying valuable items such as gold, precious silk, or rare spices on their person. They are otherwise harmless to those who do not enter their domain. Dreamweavers are large, spider-like creatures known to weave dreams into reality. They also are known to cause nearby humans to only dream about everything being covered in webs. They will only move into a household if no other spiders are present. Interesting. So it's like, oh, no spiders, but it's like, oh, no spiders, you know? Dreamweavers are parasitic in nature and feed off the dreams of humans while they sleep. While this does not cause any direct harm to humans, it can lead to increased anxiety, and the large webs they weave can also trap dust, pets, and children, causing further complications. Trees all covered in some sort of black and some kind of black liquid. Ah, the fabric's your son, and then the liquid is from the tree. Yeah, your son's dead. I'm afraid, ma'am. Patrice. Like, you think these people... I feel like some of this stuff would just be... Why would you not want this to be common knowledge, you know? Why is this a secret? Like, it's not like the SCP where it's like, you know, in this specific location. You know? It's like, these are things that happen to regular people, so why would you not want everyone to just know about this so they can prevent it themselves? Anything for profit, am I right, guys? I don't know, it's very weird. Hello?
Hey, I called last week about some noises in my house, and after following the instructions you sent me, they still seem to be happening. I already told you guys what was happening, but the short story is that every night I'm hearing clattering noises coming from the kitchen. In the morning, I usually check the kitchen for any signs of droppings or whatever, but the place looks spotless. Can you please tell me what's actually happening so I can get some sleep?
Sounds like you've got just a common hob. Alright, common hobs. The most common species of hobs found in households. They are small humanoid creatures with grey, burlap-like skin and small vertical tufts of hair on their heads. They have no false face. They are known for their tendency to consume dust, dirt, and common sticky substances found on floors and dishes, cleaning them in the process. They generally only come out at night. Clattering noises. Maybe that's too obvious. Maybe it's trying to trick you. Yeah, Robert, I think you've just got a common hob problem. So just lay out some cream, right? Just some cream. Yeah, cream or milk at night. There you go, you should be golden. Hello?
Yes, hi. I recently purchased break-ins. As I mentioned prior, someone has been breaking into the greenhouse and taunting us with their singing. They could be some insane serial killer, for all we know. All they do is sing at night, but no one in my family feels safe anymore. None of your stupid security alarms even went off.
Singing, huh? Greenhouse. It's not this, is it? Whistling fungi, a small mushroom that grows from many small holes in their caps that frequently grow through driveway and tracks. No. No. Can't be. False flower, maybe they sing, right? Oh, and it's in a greenhouse, isn't it? Where plants are. Yeah, it's false flower. Go about your day, ma'am. Just pretend they're not there. And then you should be fine. Cool. Hello. Oh, here we go.
Hey, Flipper here.
Yeah.
I got 2 dumbbells that I bought from you that you
Yeah.
can spit shine. Know what I mean? I mean, these bells have got all kinds of grime, grease. Can't even see my face in them when I'm deadlifting. Know what I mean? I mean, I'm looking at these bells right now here. I'm seeing spit, crud, and juice, and
Hey, who are you? How did you get in? Hey, now easy there. Get away. Get away.
Right, so yeah, this is some sort of creature doing that. We don't know what it could be, but they seem to be taunting us, question mark? I don't know. Yeah, whatever. Ring ring, hello.
Hello, Supervisor Carroll here. I noticed that you've been experiencing regular, disruptive calls from a false caller with ulterior motives. I've seen to it that this false caller shall no longer be a blight upon me. Keep up the good work, employee.
Thank you, Carol. Oh no, that's not a good noise.
There's some kind of insect in my house, and I think it may have died. I saw this big, nasty thing fly in through the window, and I haven't been able to find it anywhere, but I think maybe it electrocuted itself somewhere because I can smell this awful burning scent throughout the house. Can someone come find this thing and get it out of my house?
Oh no. Maybe it's the lamp sprite? Because that caused burning, I think. Right? Yeah, I'm thinking lamp sprite. You got a lamp sprite, Andy? Not sure what the solution is, but you know, the Wi-Fi's down. I'll check in a second. Lamp sprite, yes. Send that in. Hello?
It took my daughter. It took my daughter. She's gone. It wrapped its awful tendrils around her and took her down with it. I saw it with my own eyes. Please, send help. The police won't do anything. Send help.
Sounds like you've got... This is the floor roots. She's gone. It wrapped its awful tendrils around her and took her down with it. Go upwards on the floor. Yep. 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 Sounds like you've got false roots, friend. Well, not friend, I don't really know you, but Albert. Your daughter is, she's dead. Don't want to be that guy. She's 100% dead, so... Maybe get a memory wisp. Hello?
It stole me. It stole me. I'm not me anymore. It took me. It took me. I can't see myself anymore. I'm gone. Help me. Help get me back, please.
Mirror nymph, maybe? Mirror nymphs are a subspecies of nymph that are known for stealing the likeness of homeowners and passerby. They are generally small, faceless, and voiceless humans carrying a large mirror that they beckon others to look into. Yeah. Mirror nymphs will wander to different locations, provided nobody looks into their mirror. Affected homeowners can restore their likeness by catching the mirror nymph and breaking its mirror with an iron implement. There's still hope for you. It's not a mirror wisp, is it? No, no, no. This is a mirror nymph issue. Hunt him down. Helen, you got this. Imagine just been like, oh yeah, just go hunt down this thing and just smash it with a hammer. I feel like people would catch on that maybe some supernatural stuff's going on if that is what they had to look at. But, you know. I'm not paid to think this much. Hello?
I think some homeless or druggies might be in my house because I keep finding used needles, cans, metal scrap, and other such nasty things on my living room carpet. I have children in this house, and this is a very serious hazard to their health. And before you say anything, yes, I already called the police, and they told me to call this number instead. So I assume that you will send over the proper authorities to deal with this matter promptly.
There was something that left stuff around. I'm trying to remember what it was. Trash gnome, actually? Maybe it's a trash gnome. No. No. Oh, the Horde, maybe. The Horde's tendency to store vast quantities of trash in the home make them prone to spreading disease to the home's inhabitants. Rotten food, used syringes, and rusty metal among them. Yep. Yep. Metal. Yep. Sounds like you got the Horde. Once introduced to a home, the Horde will continue to gather and hoard their treasure indefinitely. It's advised to sell one's home at the first sign of the Horde's appearance to make the relocation process go over more smoothly. To prevent the Horde from gathering in one's home, it is advised to keep one's home as tidy as possible as to not to attract the Horde's attention. The introduction of a hob to the household can offer assistance in this process. Yeah, you got a Horde, you need to get out of there. Sell your house while you can, give it to some poor other schmuck. You know, I'm sure they would appreciate it. Hello?
Yeah, is there some kind of home security camera I can purchase from you guys? For the last few nights, we haven't gotten any sleep thanks to some punks outside with flashlights or something. Someone keeps flashing these bright lights through our windows at night, but I haven't been able to see who's doing it. I want to catch them on camera so I can finally bust these stupid teens for all they're worth.
I think I know what you have, Maple, but you're gonna have to be patient with me for a second because I gotta find where they are. It was like some sort of sprite, I believe. Night Wisp? Oh, Wisp, sorry, yeah. Not talking about any. But they're not talking about any whispers. I mean, that's why they think they're teens. Think you got a Night Wisp problem, Maple? There you go. Hello.
Hey, so I think I found some kind of door. I feel like maybe I should step through it. Yeah, I think I need to go inside. The wind feels so nice.
I don't think you want to do that, Patty.
Please hold.
You're suffering from a portal, I believe, right? Discovered most commonly in basements, underground cellars, homeless portals, freaking report cold drafts. Yep. Portal. 100% portal. You don't even need to look at the other ones. What do you do? Portals should be sealed shut with wooden planks, bricks, or other common building materials. The seal should be airtight. It's not allowed for anything to come inside the house or home. Advised, yep. Yeah, you got a portal, mate. You got a portal, Patty. You got to board that stuff off. Before you go in there and then they board it and then you're left there. Hello?
This might, sound strange, but I think there's some kind of, squid or something in my bathroom. I went into the bathroom in the middle of the night last night, and I could see something slithering under near the sink with its, little tentacles or, tendrils or, whatever. But when I turned on the lights, nothing was there. I checked under the towel, under, that little soap thing and everything, but I know it's somewhere. It's too freaking big to have gone down the drain. It's still gotta be hiding in here.
Maybe, okay, bathroom related. Maybe no, it wouldn't be a toilet hob, would it? Toilet hobs are a subspecies of hob that are known for homing inside toilets. They bear false faces and have 2 separate clumps of wispy hair on each side of their head. Like most hobs, they tend to clean their homes when they enter at night, keeping the toilets they have it nearly spotless. Doesn't sound like it. They don't seem like they have little tendrils, so it's probably not them. Pipe hob? No, it's too big. It said it was too big, right? It's too big to have gone down the drain. Pipe growth? Seems like the kind of thing that would have tendrils. No. Wasn't it like a soap sprite or something? Did I miss that? I swear that was a thing. Oh, here we go. Maybe it's the soap sprite. Soap sprites are subspecies of sprite that are known for consuming bacteria and harmful microbes. Even like bathrooms, cleaning something to. I think it's a soap sprite, right? Because look at it, it's got like little tendrils. I think you've got a soap sprite, Jules, which, depending on if you've used it or not, could be dangerous, as in Faithfully. Faithfully does not sound like a fun thing to have, so. Hopefully you haven't actually used it, but it sounds like that's your issue. Yippee! Hopefully that's good. Oh. Oh, look at that! 100% accuracy. We absolutely nailed that. Hell yeah. Saturday's usually the best time of the week because you don't get to work, but clearly that's different here. Hello, Sarah Carol, that's your name.
Park employee, lend thine ear once more. Supervisor Carroll here again. I've updated thy permissions to grant thee access to all relevant household hazard information. Continue thy labors, employee. Soon thy time in the soil arriveth. Prepare thy body.
Excuse me? That's a bit ominous, don't you think, Carol? Autumn vines. Autumn vines are vines with okay. Hello.
Some kind of animal has gotten into my cellar. I know it's down there because I can hear it flapping around sometimes when the house is quiet. Tell me, what to do to get rid of this thing? Because I think it's getting into all my Pinot Noirs and Chardonnays. I found a whole bunch of broken bottles on the floor. Stupid thing is probably getting loaded.
My first thoughts, flapping around, so it has wings, so a bat maybe? Bats are more dangerous than most household pets given their ability to fly, bite and spread diseases such as rabies. They also commonly have associations with the ones above the soil, increasing the potential danger significantly. What does that mean? I don't know, but clearly we're going to prepare ourselves. Could be a bat, but probably not. Anyway, I'm gonna read all the new ones. Autumn vines are vines with orange or red leaves that are known to slowly grow over a house, frequently occurring during the fall. Homeowners with autumn vines often report feeling dizzy, lightheaded, or blissful. The pheromones autumn vines release in the air, while not toxic, can often cause household accidents thanks to their blissful, dizzying effects. Bedhag are large humanoid creatures with an elderly woman-like appearance. That's creepy. They are known to dwell beneath beds, hammocks, and other suspended sleeping apparatus. How do they know? Like, if I just sleep on like a piano that's on a stand, or like a keyboard that's on a stand, does that count as a bedtime apparatus? I don't know. Homeowners infested with bed hags will sometimes report croaking or wheezing sounds at night, or the feeling of a heavy weight on their chest at night. Bed hags are not dangerous to most healthy human adults, but small children and humans suffering from breathing problems such as asthma may be adversely affected by their presence. Bed hags are known to steal the breath of their sleeping subjects at night, causing a shortness of breath and sometimes sleep paralysis. Dorcha is the one who delivers. Okay, epic. Homeowners experiencing Dorcha commonly report feelings of immense dread and the sensation of being followed or pursued. They may also experience visions of a great lurking shadow. Dorcha will deliver that which it seeks. There is no coming back from deliverance. Dorcha is otherwise harmless to humans it does not seek. To be sought by Dorcha is to be found by Dorcha. If you or a loved one are sought by Dorcha, it is advised to grieve and find peace through acceptance. So they're basically dead. If Dorcha's like, I want to kill you, that's just over. And that sucks. A lot of these things are just, you die. Unlucky, Oh god. Leprechaun. Leprechauns? I'm just gonna say leprechauns. Leprechauns? It's not corn. Leprechaun. Whatever. Leprechauns are small humanoids covered in long, brown hair that are known for causing common household valuables such as jewelry, silverware, and precious metals. Oh, consuming, not causing. I don't know how I read that. In addition to being a household nuisance, leprechauns' appetite for precious metals can also cause long-term damage to heaters, furnaces, and other common appliances if they are not properly protected. Additionally, leprechauns can occasionally cause direct harm to humans in cases where homeowners have metallic medical implements such as braces, crowns, joint replacements. I just think trying to steal your braces, that would be terrifying. Neighbors' doorways are door frame-like structures that can often appear in basements or cellars. They are known to cause confusion if stepped through, as well as paralysium. I don't know what that is, but yeah. Neighbors' doorways do not cause any direct harm to humans, but if stepped through, the resulting paralysium will often result in an unwanted household activity, such as altered behavior or perceived missing memories in the human who comes through the other side. Oh, don't like that. The puka. Pukas are shapeless creatures that commonly inhabit houses in the home and likeness of a household pet. They are known for their tendency to replace common pets such as dogs or cats, and live in their place to watch homeowners eat and sleep. Homeowners with pukas frequently report unusual or frightening pet behavior. Pukas are relatively harmless to humans, but the discarded bodies of household pets they leave behind can, over time, create other pests and diseases within the home. A foul smell signifies decay, and the decayed body should be found and recovered or removed immediately. Don't like you very much. Reanimations are any deceased remainings of living creatures capable of moving on their own. Homeowners of reanimations commonly report foul smells, soil being tracked inside the home, and large holes in the ground appearing near or around the home. Reanimations are capable of spreading a wide variety of dangerous diseases and parasites deadly to humans, so close proximity or contact should be avoided at all costs. They are also commonly used to inflict direct violence against homeowners, and are incredibly adept at hiding and waiting for vulnerable moments. Spriggans are small, green humanoids with leaf-like coatings on their body. They are seen rarely in households and reside primarily inside trees. They are known to act violently upon homeowners when provoked. However, homeowners affected by spriggans commonly report rapid vine growth in and around their homes, and the feeling that the trees are watching them. Spriggans are incredibly dangerous to humans when provoked, and physical contact with one will result in the growth of a sprig tree with the affected individual. Trolls are giant 12-foot tall nocturnal creatures that normally are not seen in the home. However, during the winter they will deflate their bodies in order to fit inside homes and steal warm materials such as blankets or articles of clothing. Homeowners infested with a troll will frequently report missing clothes or claim to hear the shrill sounds of air escaping in the middle of the night. Trolls are very dangerous to humans when they are startled. Thanks to their ability to inflate their bodies to their full height of 12 feet in a matter of seconds, their skin, despite its flexibility, is incredibly durable and will smash through the ceiling of most homes when fully inflated, causing property damage and injury to anyone in the vicinity. Do not ever approach a troll. Warlock remnants are a residual presence often left by former warlocks, most commonly inhabiting older households, castles, or underground dwellings. Homeowners experiencing warlock remnants often report objects moving on their own, the sound of hostile warning whispers, or sighting bearded figures in reflective surfaces. I definitely don't have to say that like 10 times. Warlock remnants, while a hostile presence, are mere echoes of their former selves and are generally harmless. Their ability to manipulate small household objects can prove hazardous to less cautious homeowners, however. Okay, so it doesn't sound like it's any of these new creatures, except maybe the door. So it's just a bunch of broken bottles, which means it could just be a bat. Like flying around and knocking them over. Actually, you know what it might be? Isn't there like a wine sprite or something? Yeah, here we go. These have wings, don't they? Wine sprites are supposed to be a sprite that are known for consuming wine. They are small, large-eyed winged creatures with a translucent skin that often appears red while they are feeding. They have a long proboscis they use to drink. Homeowners infested with wine spirits commonly report broken glasses and their wine having a rotten taste and smell. I imagine the Pinot Norris and whatever the hell that says are wines, right? Because it says getting loaded. So it could be this, but I mean they have wings. Do they? They're small, large-eyed winged creatures, yeah. It's probably a wine sprite, if I had to imagine, rather than a bat. Because this has wings, it drinks wine, whereas the bat just flies around and she hasn't seen any like droppings or anything. So my guess is it's probably actually a wine sprite. So I guess we're just going to go with wine sprite. Seems good to me, Brittany. There you go, have a good day. Oh, I didn't see how to actually get rid of them. Wine sprites can be removed with various common household pesticides and traps, provided they are bathed with wine. To avoid further infestations, be sure to always clean wine glasses and containers immediately after use. Hello?
So, I think something may have died inside my desk. It stinks to high heavens, and something is leaking out of it. I have to lock the door to my office since my kids are overly curious about the smell, so I need to know what to do about this as soon as possible.
Immediate thought. Potentially wood secretions. Wood secretions are a pink viscous liquid that can sometimes form from wood that has been mistreated. It is known to drip from wooden materials such as furniture or walls, causing a sticky, pooling build-up. Wood secretions can be deadly to humans, causing a rapid translation of flesh if ingested. Keep animals and human children away from secretions at all costs, as its foul odor will be interpreted as a sweet candy-like smell to them, making them particularly susceptible to accidental consumption. So she thinks it stinks. It's coming out of a desk, presumably wood. She had to lock the door since they think it's like a sweet smell, and nothing about about their pet acting strange. So it's not the I forgot what it's called, but it's not the mimicking pet thing. Sounds like wood secretions to me. Roof or rough? Roof? It's a roof. Roof. There you go. How do you get rid of it? Once started, wood secretions will continue indefinitely. To remove the hazard from a home, the offending wood should be replaced entirely. To prevent wood from entering the secretion stage, ensure good care is taken towards wood in the home, and refrain from scratching, knocking, or banging on wooden surfaces. Do not ever insult or shout at wood. I did not know the wood was sentient in this universe, but here we are. Here we are. This is the job I'm given. Hello.
I think there's someone watching me. Outside, something is moving around in the trees, and I can never get a good look at them, but I know they're out there. I've seen their eyes. I don't know who they are, but the police were no help. They just asked me stupid questions like if I mowed my lawn recently or if I ate fruit in public or something, and told me to call you. Hoping you'll be more helpful.
Sounds like you got a sprigging problem. Right. Can you actually see it in this picture? Is that it there? I'm not sure. Primarily inside trees. Yep, the trees are watching them. Yep. Yep. Spriggans cannot be persuaded to leave the home once provoked. However, one can take precautions to prevent provoking Spriggan. Refrain from removing trees, flowers, or weeds on your property. Do not ever kill or hunt wildlife within view of your home. Do not eat any wild fruit or vegetable that may grow on your property. Consider making offerings of water each night, leaving a clean dish on your porch. Sounds like a Spriggan problem. Yeah, you might want to leave the house. Need to get a new house. Or, you know, you could give it some water, I guess. It's weird how eating fruit angers it. I mean, fruit is meant to be eaten, right? It's a bit weird. Hello?
My brother told me to call this number, but I don't know why. Things have never been better around here. My brother says he doesn't like the way the leaves move. The way they grow around the house like a warm embrace. Things are good here, brother. Things are good. Would you tell my brother that things are good?
Sounds like you've got a common case of autumn vines. Very common occurrence. Also, I'm just realizing, like, if you don't... If this person called me on the first day, I wouldn't be able to answer their question. I mean, they probably have, like, some thing where they have a filter where it's, like, they call the place and then someone assigns the call to one of us. So, if she called on day one, she'd get someone else who has access to all the things and not me. I imagine. I hope that's how it works. It'd be stupid if it didn't. Just relying on luck. Homeowners with autumn vines often report feeling dizzy, lightheaded, or blissful. Yeah, sounds like you got autumn vines, ma'am and brother. How do you get rid of autumn vines? To remove autumn vines from a household, locate where the initial growth is coming from by inspecting the soil around the home for an external red parent vine. Pull this vine out by the roots and burn it. Prevent autumn vine growth by making regular offerings of insects or meat substances to the ones beneath the soil. Of course. As you do. As you do.
Hi. Do you know how I got here? I'm not where I should be. Please, I was told that you could help me. My family. They aren't my family. I don't know what's happened. Please tell me how to get back to my family.
Sounds like you've stepped through some sort of portal. This one? The neighbor's doorway, I think? They're known to cause confusion and step through, as well as paralysium. I don't know what that is. What other portals are there? What's just the regular portal? Although we've done this already. Nah. I'm gonna go with my gut on this one and say neighbor's portal. Or doorway, rather. How would you remove one of these? Neighbor's doorways are tricky to remove by accidentally putting one's body through them and potentially triggering the parallel activity. It is advised to utilize HSH's doorway removal services. One can prevent neighbor's doorways from occurring by practicing mindfulness and not letting one's mind wander towards wishing for alternate life paths. Of course, as you do. Alright, well, I mean, what did you want you to actually step through? Don't know, it doesn't tell you. So I guess, unlucky, Jill? Our services suck. Most of our solutions are just, we'll get rid of the thing that could when it could happen, but if it has happened, unlucky. Just deal with it, I guess. We suck.
Hi, yeah, there's this awful smell of rotten eggs coming from my dining room, and when I looked to see what it was, I saw this awful, disgusting pile of crap on my dinner table. It's quite big, too, which has me worried that whatever produced this might still be in the house, because who knows how big this thing is. I mean, my dog can't even lay down something that big.
Please hold.
Didn't need to know that, but I think you're suffering from a fey feast. Feasts are mid to large sized piles of various edible food substances, frequently including flour, cornmeal, and various species of fungi. They are known to appear near eating areas of the home. Feasts are not dangerous if consumed, but if left untouched, they can provoke more dangerous activity, or else its continued presence can attract other household pets such as cockroaches or carpenter ants. Feasts are a sign of his hospitable presence, and as such should be consumed immediately once sighted to prevent provoking or offending the gifter. Maximum assured safety, all members of the house should partake in the feast. Yum. I mean, there we go. There we go. There's a solution that actually doesn't revolve around, just die, lol. You know? Sounds like you got a fey feast, which, dig in, I guess. You and the dog can dig in. It's just, free food glitch, honestly. Hello.
Hey, yeah, Ball here. I'm not sure what to do anymore. My kids can't sleep at night. I've been spraying about 50 different kinds of pesticides all over the place, washed and scrubbed all the bed sheets as much as frickin' possible, and every night it's the same story. Bunch of itchy kids with nightmares waking up at 4 a.m. and begging to sleep in Papa's bed. I'm fresh out of ideas.
My immediate thought is the Dreamweaver. Because 50 kinds of pesticides, spiders, washed and scrubbed as much best as possible, I'm not sure, but maybe just it's the same story. A bunch of itchy kids because they wake up after having dreams of spiders, as I think most people probably would. Maybe it's the bed teeth. Let's just look at the bed teeth real quick, see if those are the answer. Homeowners infested with bed teeth often report mild discomforts when sleeping, such as tickling or itching, and more rarely slimy acidic residue on the skin. Doesn't say anything about nightmares, but itchy. How long has this been going on? Every night, so it's probably been a few nights at least, and they have nightmares every time. I feel like it's probably the Weaver, Dreamweaver, but maybe it's a hag? No. Yeah, my guess is the Dreamweaver. How would you deal with a Dreamweaver? To remove a Dreamweaver from a household, homeowners should refrain from sleeping for as long as possible in order to starve the creature and encourage it to find a new home. Dreamweavers will often attempt to induce sleep by ensnaring homeowners and injecting them with sleep-inducing venom. Do not let them do this. Okay, how do you not let them do that? Just fight it. It's massive. Look at it. Stupid service, bro. We suck. Just get a flamethrower. Just get like a flamethrower and just set it ablaze. What if you just introduce a little spider? You know, just have like a little spider pet. Maybe that would just be like, oh no, another spider's in the house. I gotta leave. Hello.
Okay, you want to explain to me what the hell is happening? I called last week to ask why my home heater has been having issues, and nothing's changed after following the instructions you sent me. Be quiet. I know your teeth hurt, but Daddy's on the phone right now. Anyway, we're still freezing our butts off over here, so tell me what the hell is happening right now so I can get this fixed properly.
Teeth hurt. home's heater has been having issues. Okay, home heater issues, baby teeth, and cold. I have no idea. I imagine the teeth thing is probably just a red herring. Because I'm trying to think of things that cause teeth issues. And I'm not thinking of anything besides the bed teeth. That doesn't cause teeth issues, that are just teeth. So it's probably a red herring. Maybe it's the leprechaun. Or is that corns? It might actually just be corns and I'm an idiot. I might be stupid. Leprechaun. Yeah, okay. Okay, yeah, laugh it up, yeah, okay, yeah, get out of the way, come on, get out your system, yeah. I can't read. But anyway, look, precious metals to heaters, furnaces, and other common house. Additionally, braces. I don't know if babies can have braces, but, maybe. They're on the table. The only thing that really fits the description is the leprechaun. Leprechaun, I can't go with that. I mean, I know what a leprechaun is, but I figured because it's, you know, this is maybe it's some like special road, I don't know. But I'm pretty sure it's a leprechaun because they can damage heaters. Obviously, it'll be cold because they don't have heating. And if the baby's complaining about teeth, does none of these things have anything to do with teeth except maybe potentially this with also heating. But the teeth could just be a red herring. But I've looked through. I don't know. Maybe it's just heating issues. You know? Maybe just go through the mundane stuff. Okay, well I've just had a look through all the mundane stuff and none of them really cause heating issues, so I'm gonna have to go with the leprechaun. I guess. Although I'm not 100% sure it would be a leprechaun. Leprechauns will move on to other feeding grounds on their own once they run out of food, but more proactive means of removal require physical capture. If immediate removal is desired, it is recommended to utilize help. Yep. I guess leprechaun. Maybe I'm just missing one of the really obvious ones, but I don't know. They cause heating issues and they can still melt. Maybe the baby has braces? I don't think babies can have braces, but what do I know? I have no idea, you know, never assume. They have teeth, they can have braces. So, no idea. Hello?
I think some pranksters might be giving my wife and I a run for our money. Lately, my wife's clothes have started going missing, and at night I keep hearing this strange whoopee cushion type sound coming from outside. I tried to scare the kids off by keeping the porch lights on at night and putting out a neighborhood watch sign, but I think they're onto my tricks. Do you have any advice you can send me?
There was a few creatures that stole clothes. I'm just trying to remember what they were. Oh, actually, I think I know what this might be. Could be a troll, okay? Hear me out. Don't they steal clothes? Because they're looking for warmth, aren't they? However, during the winter, they take their body. Yep, clothing. Yep, air escaping in the middle of the night, a whoopee cushion. You got a troll, which is not great. How do you deal with a troll, guys? Come on, we must have something for this. And if a troll will leave by morning once it has secured its bounty, it is recommended to install repelling fixtures such as UV lights to prevent future break-ins. Okay, there we go. Yeah, just wait it out, and then install some UV lights and you will be good. Okay, bye. Hello?
Hello, I saw your commercial and I thought I would call just in case you might know what's going on. I was recently putting on my kettle for a bit of afternoon Earl Grey when I heard this awful buzzing sound coming from the cupboard. I looked around inside, but I couldn't find anything but a few loose tea leaves. I'm quite concerned about the hornets and the bees and the like because I'm quite allergic to their stings, you know. So I just wanted to know if there's anything I should be worried about right now. My hearing isn't what it used to be after all.
Kettle? buzzing sound. It's not just bees, is it? Oh, what? Oh no. I didn't even realise the flipping thing was down. Oh, what do I do? That's awful. Buzzing. Buzzing. Tea leaves. Wait, there's a tea sprite, isn't there? This would cause buzzing because it has wings and there's still tea leaves. I remember that. I do remember that. It's a tea sprite. It's definitely not bees. Good luck, Sheila. God damn. Communication. Have a good day, whatever your name is. Hello.
Hi, we need some medical help. I'm not exactly sure what to say since I talked to our family practitioner already, but he said to call here, so we've been having some trouble sleeping. I thought it was just me, but both my husband and I started feeling shortness of breath around the same time. I'm worried about something spreading through our house since our kids all have asthma and some particularly severe allergies. We tried washing all the bed sheets in the house, but that didn't really help much. Thankfully, the kids haven't had any issues yet, so could you help us out sooner rather than later?
I know exactly what that is. That is a hag. And the Wi-Fi's down again. Bro, we need to fix this. People's lives are at risk. We suck. We actually suck. This is the worst service ever. I'm leaving, bro. After this week's over, I'm gone. Do not want to be associated with this place. You got a bed hag, Christy. So, good luck. I don't know how you get rid of it, but... because I can't look. Hopefully it's not just... oh, you're dead. Because if it is, then why even bother calling? Hello.
So, I've been hearing this weird sound coming from the walls. Not exactly sure what it is, but I've been having a hard time sleeping at night because of this sound. Can you hear that? It's been non-stop lately. I've replaced all of my smoke detector batteries and everything, but I cannot figure out where the sound is coming from.
Don't worry, Carla. Sounds like you've probably got whistling mushrooms. Do we have the Wi-Fi back? We do. Hang on, how do we get to bed hags? Bed hags can be beneficial to a home, as their presence can frighten off other pests such as various insects or mice. Or in the case where bed hag is undesirable, is advised. Okay, so you can get rid of them. Good. Those kids won't die. You might have whistling fungi. Yeah.
Can you hear that?
Yes, I can. Sounds like whistling fungi. Whistling fungi ever sing in harmony, evacuate your home immediately and do not return for any reason. Otherwise, whistling fungi can be removed with common weed killers or utilize HSH's removal to prevent a whistling fungi infestation. Ensure there are no open cracks in your home. Sounds like you got a whistling fungi problem, which all hope is not lost, but you know, it's recommended that you do something about it. Hello.
Hey, yeah, Paul here again. Thanks a bunch for nothing, pal. I followed the instructions you sent and they did jack. I ain't gotten a wink of sleep. My kids are breaking out in all sorts of rashes. See you never.
Whoops. Don't remember what yours was, I'm sorry. Got too many callers to remember every single one of them.
Hello? Can you help me? There's this terrible smell in my house, and I can't figure out where on earth it's coming from. I think it's upsetting my puppy Meatball, too. He's really been acting up lately. I can hardly blame him. It smells so terribly rotten. Please, can you help?
You know, I had a feeling, Rachel. I know exactly what yours is. And I kind of just don't want to tell you, because, like, you're not going to like the answer. It's this godforsaken thing. I would spin kick this thing, bro. If it ever did that to Simon, I would send it to the moon. Okay? Just putting that out there. Simon's my cat, by the way. He's very epic. They are known for their tendency to replace common household pets such as dogs or cats and live in their place to watch homeowners eat and sleep. Mm-hmm. Yep. 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 Foul smell. Pukas can be encouraged to leave a home by not drawing attention to their activities. Pukas thrive on the attention they receive from frightened homeowners, so refrain from screaming or yelling when surprised by them, and make attempts to ignore their presence wherever possible. Yeah, I mean, okay, this is the one time I'll let our services slide, because, like, it's already... The creatures, your pet's are already dead, like, what do you want us to do? You know? Shoot. No, sorry, but not being very professional here, but, you know, no one can hear me, so... Yeah, you're not gonna like this, Rachel, but, you know. Hello? Oh, for God's sake. Mm-hmm. Okay. Thanks. Carol, I thought you said we weren't getting any more of those. 92%! We got one wrong. Oh, that's pretty good, that's pretty good. We're happy to report that we are most pleased with your labours and are currently making all the necessary preparations for your impending dissension. What? Assuming you passed the trial. The soil was fertile. Keep up the great work and thanks for working through the weekend. This was not in my job description. I have a browser here as well. What is this? Oh, this just lets you look at all the creatures, which... Interesting. That lets you do that. I hope it's not gonna just... We're not gonna have this on Sunday. Well, you know what they say. There's only one way to find out. Sunday is just a worse Saturday in my opinion. Oh no. Thy trial hath begun. Lock in, guys. Lock in. We should have researched. We got this. Have confidence. I know what roughly all of them are. Probably. If I can just think about it for a little bit. Hello, I'm gonna die tonight. Help me. We are many, we are above. We are followers of our queen. What are we?
Please hold.
We are many, we are above. We are followers of our queen. What are we? Bees? It's the only thing I could think of. Oh yeah, I can't even look. You're bees, mate. Obviously, I'm talking to a bunch of bees. I think I'm going crazy. Is that a good thing? Showcase thy knowledge. I'm trying my best. I don't know if that was a good shake or a bad shake. Only time will tell, I guess. Hello? I am not living, yet I clatter. I am small, I am weak, I serve my purpose, then I die. What am I?
Please hold.
Animation? I am small and weak. These things are small and weak because they're like dolls, aren't they? I'm gonna go with animation. Could also be reanimation, but you know, forge ahead. I'm doing it. Hopefully I'm getting these right. Man, the day just ends 0%. What? It'd be embarrassing. Hello? I am the beggar. I am an encroacher of the dry. I am friend to the water of the sky. What am I?
Please hold.
I am the encroacher of the dry. Moles? Was it moles? Encroacher of the dry. To be honest, I have no idea. My brain is saying moles, but I could be wrong. Obviously, I don't know why I'm scrolling. I can't look. It's just to look at all the... Water of the sky. What am I? Oh. No. This is a, where is it? The nymph. The rain nymph, isn't it? Come on, where is it? Rain nymph, okay? Beggar. Wants to be let in. Encroacher of the dry. I'm not sure what encroacher really means. I always forget, but... Friend to the water of the sky. It has to be the rain nymph. Right? Press on, employee. Yeah, don't you worry, I am. Doing my best over here. Hello? I am the harbinger of death. I am the pestilence. I am the forever nuisance. What am I?
Please hold.
Mice? Mice, right? Because... Harbinger of death. Black death. The bringer of pestilence. They had to make a cure to the black death. I don't know about that, but... They spread diseases, so... And forever nuisance, mice are commonly a nuisance, right? That's mice, surely. Has to be mice. 100%. Well, not 100%, I'm pretty sure it is. Rejoice. Yeah, I'm so happy. This is very weird. What is going on? I knew I should have left this company. It was sketchy from the start. God damn it. But you know, that overtime pay, am I right? Come on. Hello. I seek the domains of those who have too much. Step within and they lose their way. What am I?
Please hold.
You are a labyrinth thing. Yeah, closet labyrinth. Commonly appears within places of rich people. Imagine this is all just some big joke. Like, after this day ends, they're just like, psych, this is actually a test to see if you could got what it takes. Expand thy mind. Mind is expanding. Hello. We are companions of the gardens. We compel those who tread to tread no longer. What are we?
Please hold.
We compel those who tread to tread no longer. Companions of the garden as in the literal sense, like they're in the garden, or companions of the garden like they're ones with the soil or whatever the thing is. Because it could be bats. Bats are like companions with the soil, right? I know there's some other things, but I don't really remember them. Portal? Because they're technically, they have like garden aspects, right? They have like bugs and stuff. And they tread, we compel. And the portal compels people to go through it. But I'm not sure what this means. Tread to tread no longer. I think I'm going to go with portal, but it could also be like a bat or something. But I don't know what this means. You tread to tread no longer. I'm going to go with portal. My gut is saying portal, and my gut is never wrong. Right, guys? Let go, thy stilted soul. Never. I got a job to do. Hello. I am the dancer. I am the bringer of destruction. I consume the weak and the reckless, and the forsaken oil and the careless light. What am I?
Please hold.
Oh god. I consume the weak and the reckless. Weak and reckless could refer to children, maybe? What kills children? It's very out of context sentence. The Bogart? Probably not. They are the bringer of destruction. They're like the scariest thing in here. But maybe it's a troll. Because it's talking about light and oil. I am the forsaken oil and the careless light. Oh, no, 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 no. It's, maybe it's a house fire. Because fires, like, often dance, I guess you could say. Bring of destruction. Fire is often associated with destruction. Consumes the weak and the reckless. Kills everything within it. And the reckless, i.e. house fire. Why house fires usually start by accident. And then forsaken oil and the careless light. Right? Forsaken oil, careless light, fire on oil sets on fire. That's a house fire. Surely. Descend. I'm descending somewhere, I'm not sure where. Hello? I am the seeker. I'm the one who delivers. What am I?
Please hold.
That is the door thing, right? Let me just find what the name was. Come on, brain, don't fail me now. Oh no, do I not know what it's called? I know what it is, I just don't know what it's called. Crap. I just missed it. Dorcha. Just a Dorcha. 100% a Dorcha. No, that's... Was it not? No strike that time. Or maybe that was the first one I got right. Hello?
Hello. Supervisor
Hello.
Carol here. We've been watching you closely. For all this time, you have been providing excellent and accurate answers to our callers. These acts will not go unrewarded. And I'm pleased to report that you have qualified for a promotion.
Yes!
Please stand by while I prepare thy promotion.
I'm ready for the roots to take me. I'm not. This is actually a ploy. I'm out of here. Get me out of here.
Promotion in progress. Please stand by.
Please, be not afraid. Come close. Congratulations! All hail our new junior supervisor!
Regine, promotionen in secula contractus regine, promotionen. Regine, promotionen in secula contractus regine, promotionen. Regine, operire, haederum caudete, mahavum desiderio, moamemus dime hamus, regine, operire, haederum caudete, mahavum desiderio, moamemus dime hamus, regine, promotionem in secula contractus regine.
Alright, and that was Home Safety Hotline. Very weird ending, if I'm going to be honest. Kind of came out of nowhere. Well, not necessarily the ending. Kind of like just how weird it was. Obviously, Carol was started talking weirdly like halfway through the game, and that was the build up to the last day, so that's fine. And then I mean, it's not. I don't know. It was a very weird ending, but the actual game itself, I really enjoyed. I liked having to think about things, helping people the best I can. I liked all the creatures. They were very unique and interesting to read about. I liked how sometimes it would go offline, so you were encouraged to read all the entries before that happened. So you could do that by just stalling on the first one like I did. Because there doesn't seem to be any penalty for taking too long. I wonder if that's an option you can unlock maybe where... Or you can turn on where there's like a time limit maybe? Don't know. But solid game. I actually really enjoyed that. But yeah, the ending was a bit... the ending was a bit weird. It kind of came out of nowhere. Obviously, something was wrong with Carol. And something with the soil. But she's like a earth spirit thing? Is she a spring? No, springs are tiny. I don't know. Very weird. Does that mean that this whole thing was a setup to get the supervisor? Are we actually helping people? Are we causing the issues for the people? Or is this just a giant test to get a supervisor? I don't know. Very weird ending. But overall, good game. I did enjoy it and I do recommend it. So, thank you all for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.